I'm back.
I am here.
Me here.
Sounds like
Good.
Will
Sounds
is
like everyone's
not.
here. Or not?
That's beer.
Oh my god, he's here.
Rian here?
Yes.
Perfect. Right.
Okay.
Right. Put on any sort of atmospheric music you enjoy for D&D.
Royalty-free atmosphere now.
Taylor Swift greatest hits. Let's go.
Jamiroquai top 20. So, we begin in a lush forest. Dappled sunlight dances across your skin and petals coat your attire, and the smell of sweet pollen and mead, blending with the rich earthy smell of mud underfoot and the sound of music, bounces through the trees, layering on itself as it echoes through the grove. Because today is it's the bloom. A celebration of the Titan tree stretching out across the sky above your heads, touching each corner of your land, the great Modiroot. It's approaching the time when Hendry the Blessed will receive his third anointment from the Pool of Life, granting him immortality alongside only the most prestigious soulborns. We pan over to a pair of characters sat on a grassy ledge, overlooking the Pool of Life, which is sort of glowing with its bioluminescence, sharing a couple of drinks between them, disconnected from the party at hand. Rianne and Ben, would you like to introduce your characters?
My name is Bert Chervil. Okay, I'm just gonna describe. He's a Goliath, 8'1". Pretty intimidating looking, but actually kind of mild-mannered. Born in the scorched lands before it was scorched. Yeah, I've been traveling with my friend Ransom Rider for the last few years. Basically.
Wonderful. So yeah, characters called Ransom. They are a. Sorry, I just need to get my sheet open. They're a Githyanki.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, I've got a little photo of Ransom.
Oh yeah. Got a photo of Bert
Sorry, I've just opened an opera tab and it's just ruined everything. There we go.
It usually does. It's opera.
I had a better picture than that.
It's completely lost completely what I was doing. Yeah, I'm a Githyanki, artificer. About 6'3". What else?
Wow, do you play basketball?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hello there.
Tall lady.
I'm quite tall again, but not ridiculously this time. I did. Fun fact: used to be taller, because Ransom comes from the astral plane, where gravity is much less. So living in the material plane has actually made them considerably shorter.
I like that.
And they've also got bad knees. Sure, that'll be relevant at some point.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
but 8'1" and 325 pounds, by the way, which is average size for a Goliath.
It's a big lad. Yeah, we've known each other for a little while.
Yeah.
Both on a similar kind of mission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful stuff. Yeah, you're just sharing a couple of drinks between each other. There's a massive gathering of people down the hills and towards the Pool of Life. It's sort of this massive island sort of has like a ridge around it, sort of like if you'd split an empty volcano in two, it's just sort of like a tall wall on one side and it all dips downwards into the pool. And you're on one of the ledges looking down at it. And you've been here for a little bit of time. You're travellers, so you got here, with good time, because you know your way around the lands and how long it would take to get somewhere. But yeah, you're just looking over this big party. Are you ever having any sort of conversation between each other, or?
Never seen so much life and vegetation in one place. That sure is beautiful.
Love it already.
Oh, sorry, I need to get into my cowboy voice, don't I?
Absolutely.
Well,
Oh,
ye
I was gonna-
howdy.
I was gonna say operative word gith Yankee.
huh?
Oh my
Gith
god.
Yankee over it.
Yeah,
Nice.
didn't even think about that when I was making
like
the
that.
character,
That's good.
unbelievably.
Makes me wish my friend Loretta was here to see it.
Oh my god, I can't.
You don't have to do an accent. You don't have to.
Yes, you
Let it
do.
come to you naturally.
It's
I'm
fine.
sure you'll change it 7 times.
Ben can be
Yeah,
from the
it's-
south and Rianne's from the north, but the north of England.
Oh, that's from the astral plane.
Hey up, I'm a cowboy. Get it, Bob.
A root into in cowboy.
Oh my god, don't talk about Loretta. Oh. It makes me very sad that she is no longer with us. I wish she could have been here to see this.
Yep.
Good chat, guys.
We'll get there.
Down this ledge, you're gonna realize who I'm about to introduce as soon as I start saying this. Hidden in the greenery, with a gruesome guise about him, grabbing and gobbling gratuitous amounts of grime. We meet Tom's character. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hey up, couple of greenies here. Greetings, governors.
Good day to you, sir.
Would you like to describe what your character looks like for us?
Yeah, absolutely. So, in front of you is a green, gaunt, germinant, ghoulish, gap-toothed, go-getting goblin geezer.
Mm.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Gabba
Mhm.
Grievous is his name. He loves the letter G
Yeah.
and despises the letter J.
Okay.
Same.
Pretty much his entire character. He's covered in gruesome wounds, open sores, and you can see his skin occasionally wiggling as something moves underneath of it.
Cool.
Short-ish goblin size, I guess, so like 3 foot something. As always. And he smells like absolute shit.
Cool.
This is a little dog shit man.
Yes. Accurate summation. There's visible stink lines coming off of his clothes.
Nice. What brings you to these parts?
Something to do in it, geezer.
Yeah, I hear that.
Everyone's here. How
Yeah.
about yourself?
People are sort of milling around this ledge, and you see people like actively giving you a very wide berth.
Well, it's not every day you see a man become immortal, I guess. I thought that was mighty interesting.
True.
Cool. Sit with us, friend. Maybe not that close though.
Are you sure? Okay.
That's all right. I don't mind shouting.
Gabbo Grievous will creep over. Just climb up the ledge, is it?
Yeah, you're like up like a little grassy ledge, so you're
I'll,
gonna have to
I'll-
climb up some roots.
I'll get
I'll-
my hand up.
I'll take the hand.
Yeah.
With both hands.
Yeah.
Can you roll me a Constitution check, please?
Me? Yeah.
Which one?
Good old Bert Travel.
How
Give me a
the-
Constitution
what's my
throw.
fucking con? I think it's +2.
You
one of
like
my scores.
you actively vomit. Like full stick comes out of your mouth.
I'm sorry about that, my friend. This
No,
me-
my
thi-
bad. I should have warned you.
This mead's a
Like,
little rich for me.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Is it like a little lake or something we can dunk him in?
There's a few streams and rivers that like flow down towards the pool of life. But they sort of like veer off. There's a couple of like little puddles from where it's been raining recently, so you could try.
Can I just point at Gabba and point at a puddle?
Me?
Shake my head. Mm-hmm.
I will walk over to the puddle and stand in it. And that's it.
For a moment, it seems like the water tries to move away from you. But it has nowhere to go. A frog dies. That was in there. And floats to the top.
I pick up the frog and use it to wipe my armpits.
Fair.
Yeah, it's like the opening credits to Shrek.
Yeah.
The water just goes like actively brown. And yeah. You have introduced yourself to a new little friend. But outside of this, we can see that still donned with a backpack and travelling gear. They look quite tired, looking over this bustling event. It seems like they've been travelling for some time. We meet Rowan's character. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hey guys,
Howdy.
my name's Jeffrey Tickus. Or Jeffrey. Or Jeff.
Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Jeffrey what? Oh,
Jeff
Jeffrey
Redicus.
Tickus. I see that. With the G, I'll remember
so-
that.
Good.
So, yeah, Jeff Redicus is on your little picture. He's a very depressed warlock. He's like a surfer dude, but very sad one. And he talks to himself quite a lot, so it might be best to ignore some of the unintelligible things he'll say to himself from that time to time. But don't worry, that's just one of the demons of the deep, just communicating with him. Nothing to worry about.
Not concerned. It's a harpoon.
Yes, yeah. Well,
Oh.
spear, but I did it as a harpoon because it's
Yeah,
cool.
flavor. Nice to meet you, Jeff.
I suppose it's nice to meet you too.
Here, pull up a pew. We're about to watch this great display over here.
Is it next to me, Gaffer? Gaffer will pat the stool next to her.
It's okay, I'll stand.
Okay.
Can I create or destroy water on top of Gabba Grievous?
If you'd like to use that spell, then absolutely.
Yes, I would love to use that spell.
Mhm.
I also have quite.
Are you creating it as rain, or are you creating it as just like a fucking cube of solid water that is going to crash down on him?
I'll create it as rain, like a
quite kind.
cold
That's
shower.
kind of you, yeah.
It's quite kind.
Yeah.
I mean, it's first session. We've got to build up the angst between everyone. It starts. A small rain cloud sort of appears above your head, Gabba, and it starts raining down onto your head. You can just feel a lot of it is just rolling off of you, like you're caked in like a fine layer of oil and grease that the water just can't penetrate quite enough. And just like brown sludge starts spewing down your face.
I'll look around and would I notice that it's Geth that's cast the spell?
The spell, does the spell have verbal or like movement components?
It does not say. It just says it's in
Let's see.
VSM.
Yeah.
VSM,
Okay.
yeah. So V means verbal, S is somatic, and M is material. So when it says V, you have to say something audibly to cast the spell. When it's an S, you have to like move your hands or do a certain action. And then M is just material, so you need material to do it. We usually will ignore materials unless it's like high value ones, like revival.
Revivify,
It needs a fucking diamond, but this one literally needs like a drop of water. It doesn't matter. But yeah, you would know it was him because he would have said like a spell and moved his hands.
I'm going to
be
put
gone.
a shower on you. Yeah, stench begun.
Greetings. Was it Geth, was it?
No, it's Jeff.
Geth, yeah. I appreciate it if you didn't do that.
Do what?
Now, Geffrey, I like me grime. Me grease. Me grunge. Jeffrey.
But it's just so horrible.
But Jeffrey, it's my choice, Jeffrey.
I suppose that's fair. I won't create water on your head again then.
I'll offer him a hand to shake.
I'd suggest a friendly wave over there, my friend.
I'll just wave and nod and attempt to smile, but I can't. So it'll just look like I'm making a weird face at him with my hand up.
Sort of baring your teeth.
Yeah, exactly. A grimace.
Take back my
Beautiful.
hand, slick over my long distant hair, and sit back down.
Beautiful. Right. We sort of look over and see a little while away, stood in a really long, winding line of people. There's a smaller, furrier figure. And his arms are full with a bundle. Stood in line with a bunch of other people who are also there to give offerings to Modiroot, the massive tree. Will, do you want to describe what your character looks like?
Sure. My character is Castor, who is an Italian beaver from the Leonetti family. It's about 4 feet tall, pretty well built for a beaver. Let me just send
I don't
a
know how
picture.
you tell.
This is a kind of a humanized version. This is not an accurate representation, but to give you an idea.
Oh
That's
my
fine.
gosh.
Good old
That is,
Castor.
that is Pog.
There's a humanized version, but he's an
Well
actual
built.
beaver.
Bill, he's a bit more lean, he's a swimmer, so think what's his face? The amphibian from America. What's his name? Oh dear.
What?
Oh
The
my
guy who's
gosh.
Michael Phelps, that's it. Michael Phelps kind of build. But short.
Okay.
Well, I'm stood in line, am I?
You've been waiting for quite a long time, like a couple of hours, to give your offerings to Modiroot.
Okay.
But you're edging closer to the front. And there's
Excellent.
a bunch of Soulborns there. One of them is Soulborn Morelli, which is she's like a half elf lady. She's sort of a bit chubbier for an elf. She's got a very plump face, long brown hair that she's put into braids, wearing the usual Soulborn gown, which is like a green and brown sort of like a tunic type thing with a hood and adorned with sort of like embroidery of leaves and vines and roots. And she's, moving people forward, and she finally gets to you, and she like holds her arms out, and she's like, "Oh, welcome to the Grand Modiroot. Are you giving an offering today, sir?"
See, Babalavucci. Here's the offering from the Leonetti family, and I'll throw
Right.
the sticks at her.
My goodness, thank you. She scoops the sticks up, and she like puts an arm like around your shoulder, and she's like, "Oh, have you ever offered anything to Modiroot before?"
Hey, I do. It's my first time. My brother normally comes.
Oh, of course. Right, so, and she leads you over, and there's like a huge, like the base of the tree itself is massive. Like you cannot see like where it curves around at all. It's huge. And there's just,
Mamma mia.
there's just piles and piles of stuff that people have offered. There's gold, there's food, there's like little carvings, there's artworks, there's clothes, there's everything you could think of. And she leads you to this little patch of like really gorgeous like pottery. And she just sort of lays the twigs down next to the like porcelain. Is anything else? Or was this your
Nope, that's
offering?
it.
Yeah,
Some
good,
of the finest twigs from the Leonetti family.
yes, they're beautiful. They are lovely. Thank you. Modiroot's blessings are upon you. Do
I'd
feel
like-
free to
I'd like
pick
to
up
hold
some.
out my hand for a high five.
She sort of looks at it and then looks at you, and then looks back at your hand. Yeah, and then she gives you a really gentle, weak high five. Sort of just presses her palm
Yeah.
against yours. Okay, well, have a wonderful bloom. You can leave now.
Oh,
Goodbye.
I'll bow and then just wander away
She
aimlessly.
sort of bows her head down at you as well. Oh. And you sort of see this little gang of people that you've never really seen before. They're up on this little ledge. It's everyone that we've already introduced. They're all stood up there, just hanging out. And you don't really know anyone here. They all look like they've got that air of meeting for the first time. Like, none of them are super comfortable looking. There's like a lot of silence. And then, like, occasionally they'll chat. But they look like the types of people that you would want to go and meet, because they look like outsiders as well.
Okay. Well, being a beaver and having a rather keen sense of smell, I feel like I'll be drawn to a Gabagreebits as a strange
Oh.
odor.
Massive stench. Huge.
So I'm gonna sniff the air and slowly make my way over, trying to find the source of the smell. And probably just as I get to start sniffing at Gabba.
Are you bipedal?
Pardon?
Are you bipedal?
I can do either.
Do
I
you
do
walk on
go-
4 legs or 2? Normally.
Right now, well, normally 2. I'd say if I'm sensing out smell right now, so I'd say I'm on all 4s right now.
You're on all
Following the
4s
smell.
right now.
He's a
Okay.
convertible, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just trying to get a good image of what's going on.
You're like, Autobots,
Yeah.
No, I'm in the
Right,
force mode.
okay, I see.
Hey there, pilgrim.
Buongiorno. I am Castiglionetti from the Castiglionetti crime family. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say crime. We're a normal family.
Yes, certainly seems it.
Yes.
I'm Bert. And these are these fellers.
A pleasure to meet you all. I'll bow again.
I'm Jeff.
Gabagreebits here.
Ah, you're the one with the strange smell.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep smelling him. That's the only way I know how to respond to this.
I'm gonna push
Make
you
a
away.
Constitution throw.
Pardon?
Please. Constitution throw, please.
Constitution. Is it saving or just a normal one?
No, just a normal one.
It's a normal one. Okay. Is it slash or exclamation mark in Discord?
Exclamation.
Cool. The 16.
You, being a beaver, have experienced the waterways that are mostly for wastage, should we say. You've smelt sewage, and he's very close to that. A bit worse, but very close. So you can sort of just sort of swallow it down and be like, oh yeah, I've smelt that before. Woof, that's bad. But it isn't enough to make you actively queasy, thankfully. If anything, it almost smells a little bit nostalgic for you.
You smell like the peasants from back home.
What's wrong with your home?
Well, we live in a big dam, so people who can't afford a nice home, they unfortunately live in the sewers.
Oh, interesting. Where is this again?
I can't remember. I sort of just swim, and then eventually I get home. This is my first time away from home, actually, in a long time. Last time I was away for 6 years.
Well, good luck getting home, geezer.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Right. Finally, we see a character sort of leaning his weight against a quarterstaff. He's been walking for a while. Sort of inspects where his hand would have been if he had one. and sort of rubs the area wound, just sort of like in a bit of pain, but he looks like he's used to it. He sort of wanders up. Jim, do you want to introduce your character?
So, you, as Path. Oh no, mindset. Please, love low. Okay, cool. As Path hobbles up, like desperately drinking water from a pouch and just pouring it over him, he will kind of cough gently into his sleeve. Please accept this. And he'll pour some water as kind of tribute to the tree. Please give me back what I have given to you.
Are you pouring that like near Modiroot as a an offering?
Yeah.
Cool. You can feel the acceptance of it into the earth. Like there's a sort of thump of magical energy that you see sort of like move through you. And for a moment, you just sweat. You sweat so much. And it is quite cooling and it is quite nice. And there's a gentle breeze that sort of accompanies that cools down the water on your skin. And you can see that there's like where you've poured the water out onto the ground, a tiny little sprout has already grown and is slowly, like very quickly for a plant, but it's sort of like growing ever so slightly and curling around itself, and it makes a little bloom of a little couple of petals.
Hey, that's dope.
Modiroot puts down a fucking branch, like, thanks, bro. Hell yeah, it's fucking dope.
Does the tree normally smell like this?
Sol Bondarelli is nearby, and she's got like a handkerchief over her mouth, and she's like, no, that's one of our guests for the day. Just over that way. And she points towards the group that has sort of conglomerated together.
You guys fucking smell like main characters. I'm gonna hang out with you guys.
Hey, don't look at me.
I've one word for it.
Wait.
Hello, I'm Path.
Nice to meet
Hi.
you, sir.
I'm Fish.
You are what?
I'm a fish person.
Yeah.
That's it. Cool.
I'll be damned if I ever
Hey.
met a talking beaver. And something seems a little fishy about this new guy.
I don't get.
That's all right.
That's actually very offensive, but you know what? You seem cool and like you could kick my ass, so nice.
Oh, I got no reason to do that. How you doing?
As good as any day. A little bit nicer, I think, actually.
Yeah, yes, you sure look a little under the weather.
You gotta need anything to drink? I just poured away all of mine.
I'll hand him a water skin.
He'll just like drench himself in it. Just, thank you. Is
Anytime.
it warm? Okay.
Sometimes when the water hits your skin, it does look like it's water hitting a hot car, and it just sort of like sizzles and bursts off of you.
Hey, yeah. Oh.
Yep.
Are you gonna use that? And I point at the vomit that you threw up earlier.
You can have it.
He's gonna gander over and he's gonna belly flop into the vomit.
Yep, you sure do.
Oh,
Roll
God,
around.
Gandalf. What are you doing?
Yeah,
What's it?
told you, geezer. I gotta catch him all.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus
mean,
Christ, are you geezer?
yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, good old geezer Christ. Right. You spend some time with each other. It's one of those things that you think is like, oh, I'm just hanging out with some people at an event. It's the first time we're going to see each other. It's the last time we're going to see each other. And after a little while of communications between each other, you hear the reverberating sound of a gong, which catches your attention. And a voice is being transmitted almost between the trees themselves. Like the trees are moving the sound between each other. So everyone on this island can hear this announcement. Friends, the third blessing of Hendry shall begin soon. Please make your way to the pool to witness the ascension of our greatest hero. So if you will move down towards the pool, you sort of move your way into the crowd. You walk as a little pocket of you, so you do manage to get a good view for everything. And you stand in the crowd and you look out across the still waters of the pool that has like little flowers floating in it. There's little bioluminescent like flowers and seaweeds that are growing from the bottom of the pool. And you can see the figure that you know as Hendry. He's very well known across the lands. He's this tall, like 6'2". He's built like a brick shithouse. Beautiful, like black hair, dark brown eyes, sort of like a tan skin. And he's wearing just like a white tunic and some like standard cotton pants. Like he's just in his bare essentials, ready for this. And there is Soulborn Morelli, which a few of you know from giving your offerings, and Soulborn Dimitri, who is a half-orc, very deep, dark green skin, a big, thick beard, and him and Morelli are like holding the arms of Hendry, and they're leading him down into the pool, and they stop just at the edge of it, and he's just adorned with wreaths of flowers and a crown of woven branches that seem to just continuously bloom new flowers, like the twigs themselves are still alive. Morelli looks out over everyone and says, "Welcome, citizens of the Hordes, to witness the ascension of Hendry the Blessed. All of you are surely aware, however, let us remember the grand deeds of our hero. In the great defence of the Northern Reach's horrible fire that purged the lands, he saved 3 towns' worth of people and extinguished those flames. In the attack upon our great Modiroot, he had slain waves upon waves of enemy, and not a single cut marking our lifeline. When the destruction of one of those settlements of the depths was destroyed by a rogue citizen, he was there to save thousands from drowning and helped rebuild the domes underwater. These are only some things that Hendry has done for us. So, let us celebrate. Look upon him. The waters of Thalassim bless him once more with ascension." And all of you are witnessing this. Is there any sort of, like, remarks you want to talk to each other about, or anything that you want to, like, look for, or anything you want to do in this moment?
I would like to just be constantly cheering and clapping.
Like, there's a lot of cheering. This is a huge event.
Dude, that guy's kind of a Chad.
There's a child next to you who goes...
Oh, I think that was too high pitched for us to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, no. The child explodes.
Explodes with excitement. What an event.
He looks up.
Somebody feed this kid rice. You shouldn't feed rice to kids.
No, the kid looks up at you and he goes, "What's a Chad, sir?"
A great warrior of high renown. And this
Mommy,
fellow.
I want to be a Chad. And she looks down at him. She goes, "Your name is not Chad. Stop talking." He goes, "All right, Mum."
Little tyke. Yeah, I'm impressed by him.
Goff.
He is a bit of a Chad, isn't he?
Goff.
Yes.
Can't see. Can I go on your shoulders, geezer?
I'm a bit unwell, so
Off.
no,
Please.
no. I couldn't. Sorry, I'm a bit too weak to have you on my shoulders today, Gabba.
Ransom, puppies.
Uppies.
Absolutely not.
Anyone? I can't see.
Hey, you can get on my shoulders.
Oh, I will grab
Grab a ghoul.
Castor's I'll grab some of Castor's hair and attempt to climb up his back.
Yeah, he's got some nasty little fucking grippers. He's digging his claws into you, Castor, and it fucking hurts. And the smell is a lot.
Ouchie! Ouch! Oh! Ow! Oh!
Thank you.
No problem.
So Hendry's led down into the pool. The bioluminescence sort of like gets disturbed and it floats into the air, and it looks like there's fireflies in the middle of the day. And he looks out over everyone and he smiles and he waves at everyone. Everyone's cheering. They're so excited to see this. Like, he's had a few ascensions. Well, not ascensions. He's had a few anointments already. But this third one is going to be his ascension. It's a huge, huge deal. So people are, like, throwing flowers in. People are throwing, like, vines and all sorts of greenery into the pool. And he gets led out into the pool. And the Soulborns, Dimitri and Morelli, they both pull up cups, like wooden bowls. And there's a lot of wood round here, buddy.
So
This is an entire island made out of a tree. And they scoop up the water from the pool and they start anointing him and pouring it over his arms, down his chest. A lot of, like, people in the crowd start going, "Oh my days," because, like, it's a white cotton shirt and it's getting wet, and everyone's just like, "Oh my god." You hear, like, a couple of old ladies like, "God, isn't he a looker?" And eventually he's completely soaking wet, and they hand him a cup with some of the water from the pool in it, and he holds it up to his mouth and he takes a sip. And as he does that, there is just, like, a huge eruption of cheers. Like, this is the moment. He's, like, ingested the water from the pool of life itself for the third time. And he, like, immediately, there's, like, a glow to him. He looks like he's just shining with this sort of golden light as if, like, a ray of sun had hit him. And everyone is just so excited. But he coughs. And he coughs again. And his grip seems to loosen on the cup, and it falls into the water. Dimitri is holding onto his arms, and you see him lean over into him and whisper something to him and look at him, like, concerned. He, like, holds Hendry's chin up to look at him. And over the celebrations and the screams and the shouts, it starts going a bit quiet. Because this isn't meant to happen. And instead of cheering, you hear the bubbling noise of ooze pushing itself from Hendry's mouth and nose and dropping it into the pool itself. People start mumbling, thinking, is this, you know, something that happens during Ascension? Is this just what happens when you have your third anointment? Then people start shouting in distress. And then you hear the squelching noise of Hendry's lungs collapsing, and his body falls into the pool. His skin is immediately a sickly grey, and there is ichor pushing itself out from every hole in his face. His body swells, and black veins cover his body. This wasn't meant to happen. People are screaming now. Soulborn guards rush to push everyone away from the pool. There is a few guards that link arms and push you all back, because you're quite close to the front. And they're blocking off the view of Hendry. Everyone is being pushed away. You're getting pushed further and further away. And the water of the pool, which is usually a beautiful, gorgeous, shining, clear blue, is just dark with red and black and brown ooze. And Morelli just screams. The most soul-ripping scream you've ever heard. And you're
Damn.
all pushed away, over into the crowd, and towards the foliage, while this place gets shut off for a while.
Damn. That looked like poison to me. I don't know about you fellers. It's
It looks worse than poison.
is the tree poisoned? Shit.
The water is water of life. It doesn't get poisoned.
Maybe it's supposed to happen. Maybe it's all part of the show.
He didn't look too immortal after that. I got to be honest.
Form of immortality to me. That's seared into my mind. Don't know about yours.
Well, that moment will live on forever in mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're left sort of for a while. 10 to 15 minutes later, everyone is very distressed. There is just nothing but distress and like shouting, and people are rushing to leave the island. They don't know what has happened here. And much like the announcement before, you hear a call out from the foliage. There's been a murder. Please, any adventurer, come to the Soulborn Council. We need anyone we can find who did this. We need anyone to help. You will be granted the greatest of boons from Modiroot if you assist. If you find this and stop this threat, you will be granted a single wish from the Tree of Life itself. Please report immediately. This is a message from Soulborn Australis.
Shit.
The message ends there.
Yeah, that sounds pretty fun.
Well, we didn't have anything else to do today.
I don't know about fun, but I'll go along with you.
Do you think they'll give me a sip of that water?
Yes,
I
I would also like that.
that don't seem like too good of an idea right now, boy.
I think I can take it.
Well, I suppose it is a wish, isn't it?
That is powerful. Let's go.
Alright, are you all moving over towards where the council is?
Yeah. Am I still on Caster's
yes.
shoulders?
Yeah,
Yes,
I doubt you've
yeah.
gotten off.
Yeah.
I'm too stupid and polite to put you down. So.
Fair.
Sit on there forever.
Okay. Make your way over to the Soulborn Council. You can see in front of it there is Soulborn Morelli, who is just like trembling, and just like she's gotten to the point where she can't cry anymore. She's just trembling, like terrified. And Soulborn Dimitri is there as well, who just looks shell-shocked, like he's just staring off into space. And a third that you haven't met quite yet is Soulborn Australis, who is a what's the name of him? He's a furbolg. So he's a very, very large, sort of like furry-looking cow man in a way. He's one of the oldest people here. He's lived for hundreds of years. He's been anointed with the Pool of Life many times. And he is the keeper of the sanctuary, basically. He's like the top dog that you go to. And they're all stood outside. Dimitri has an arm around Morelli, who's just like stressed to fuck. And Australis stands there with all of you who are there, and there's a few others who are just sort of like stood around, also wanting to get this boon. And he greets you all with like a very solemn nod. Thank you all for reporting. I'm sure you saw the murder of Hendry, the Blessed. We have never seen anything like this happen before. Truly, it is a sign of something greater and grander than all of us. Nothing has ever tainted the pool of life. Nothing has ever died on this island. Not in a way so gruesome as that.
How are you so sure it's murder?
There's nothing that I could imagine it being anything else. He did the Ascension like everyone who has ever had one has. He's done this right 3 times, well, almost 3 times now. And it's the pool of life. It heals wounds. It cures illnesses. It brings life. Nothing has ever happened like that before. I can't think of any other way other than through the hands of someone cruel and unjust.
Maybe he was just allergic.
He's done this before. There's no way.
Did anyone
Hey, it's
do
like
an
a
arc?
nut allergy. You take an EpiPen, you're fine. So maybe he did that this time and forgot this time.
I don't know what this device is that you speak of.
Hey, it's like a little wooden needle, and you put it in, and it goes poof, and then you're fine.
Hendry has never done such things. He
Did
drank from the
anyone-
pool and he ascended. That's all it was. This time was different.
Did anyone do an Arcana check on the cup? Maybe the cup was changed.
No, we haven't. Dimitri, and he looks up and he's like, of course. And he brings the cup over, and Astralis is like, well, if you are proficient in such things, if you are experienced in the arcane, would you...
I'll do the
Kind
honors,
enough.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do the Arcana.
Cool, roll a little arcana check.
Can I do it too?
Yeah,
I
you
rolled
can
a
do.
nat. I rolled a nat 20.
And that's 20!
Oh,
Yeah.
The first
Let's
fucking
go.
roll! My
Yes,
God,
that's a 24, my guys.
Damn, son.
God. Right, hold on. I've got to figure out what I'm going to tell you now because that's really good.
Here is all the secrets.
Shit. I just tell you the end of this fucking arc.
Skip
and
to
rapid
the
shake and
skip
start
to the
again.
last mission. Yeah.
Oh my God. You've just fast traveled to the fucking boss room.
It's just going to transform into the big bad now.
Just out of
Sorry,
curiosity,
everyone.
what did you roll, Caster?
Well, I was really hoping for a low roll because I got a -2, but I got 17.
Oh, okay, not bad.
Jesus.
So we'll start with Caster. You are not entirely aware of arcane things.
No.
But you have a look at it, and you're like, there's still some leftover water in there from the pool. Like, there's a couple of drops. But usually, the water from this pool will immediately be absorbed by, like, any sort of plant life. If there's only, like, small bits left. The cup would have been a piece of wood that was from a
Wood.
cutting of Modiroot. Yeah, the thing that you notice the most is that this wood is not carved in the same way as the other things on the island. You're very, very astute when it comes to wood carving, and this is made entirely differently from everything that they use.
Hey, this ain't the same wood.
They look at the cup and they're just like, what do you mean this is the same one we've used for years?
Nuh-uh. Trust me, I'm a beaver. I know these things. And the accent's changing now. Well, that's why I keep going.
Hell yeah!
This is why I keep going E to try and reset it every single time.
Gabagoo works wonders.
And they sort of like look over the cup, really confused. And then they look at you and they're like, have you witnessed these, rites before? No one's ever been close enough to the cup to know how it's made.
Hey, I know my woods.
Okay, we'll keep it in mind. Jeff, you It's almost like you can smell. It's a very sweet fermentation. It smells like rotted vegetation. And as you look closer to the cup, you can see that there's actually some like rot inside of the cup. It looks like parts of the wood have like cracked and died, and there's like mold growing from it, like a black sludgy mold.
Ooh.
And this is nothing that you've ever seen on this island, because this island is the Eternal Land. This is a land that is forever blooming. It has never seen plant life die. It has never had any sort of damaging, like, poisonous plants. It's always been nothing but fruits and life and fresh flowers. That's all it's ever been. But you can see that this wood has rotted, which is very abnormal. And you can sense a kind of magic around it. It's elemental, in a way. Like, this doesn't feel man-made in the slightest. Usually you could smell the chemicals or see, like, residue from something, but this purely feels just like the polar opposite of what this land is made from. And it is just complete, destructive, rotted energy.
Everybody, this is the island of life, isn't it? We're within the tree of life.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, there's death and decay in this cup. I don't know what from, where it's come from. It's no magic, I know, but I know that there is death in this cup.
That's got to be powerful to have some effect in this area. Huh.
Astralis looks horrified. Genuinely, all the colour from his face has just drained. And the hair on his body is just like standing up on end. You have already given us more information than we thought we would, but we have to ask you if you're willing to do this quest for us. If you could find out more about this thing that's happened here. There is another Soulborn who comes from a line of botanists and medicine people, and they have studied the land for a long, long time. They are very astute in their knowledge of different magics and elemental, things. Far more than we are. We just keep the tree and we tend to it and keep it alive. If you could find them, they are quite a distance away, but if you could get to them and find them and do anything you could on your way there to research any of this, that would be greatly appreciated. And you will be we will be in your debt completely. That's only if you're willing to go.
My eyes turn to dollar signs.
Seems a necessity. What is this person's name?
Her name is Natalia. She's a professor. She lives over by the depths. She's in very close proximity to. She's good friends with Keeper Maris, who's the keeper of the Avalon Museum of Aquatic Discoveries. She's got a very close acquaintance with her. She's often out on field work. So if you can't find her, please just find Maris. She'll point you in the direction. of Natalia.
All right.
I think I killed one of Natalia's colleagues. This is going to be awkward.
Astralis just looks at you and his mouth drops open. You've done. Sorry?
It was an accident. It wasn't my fault. Well, it was my fault, but yes. Oh God. I'm going to have to see them all again, aren't I?
I know a good murder cover-up guy.
No, everybody knows already. That's why I left.
Morelli looks at you and screams again, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, you're the one that destroyed the underwater sanctuary. Was that you?"
I was trying to protect them, and I missed. And yes, it was me.
Thank God, Hendry was there. Oh, Hendry!
Yes.
She starts scream crying again.
I resent the blessed Hendry because he covered up my fuck up, and I still feel really awkward about it all. But
Sounds
She
like
just
you're a
starts scream
suspect.
crying
Did you
again.
say that out loud? Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't say that out loud. No, that was out of character voice.
He's
It's
in
just a
Rowan
bit of
voice.
bit of
Not
extra
in the
fluff there. Yeah.
voice.
I got you, man,
He's
right
like,
here.
"Oh my God, Hendry, the blessing is done." You're like, "Yeah, I always fucking hated that guy."
No, I didn't contribute that to the conversation.
But yeah, they write down sort of where she's going to be. Let me pull up the map.
Yeah,
I'm
look
not-
at. Oh, I see
I'm not
Avalon.
saying
I've seen it.
I'm not saying that I'm glad that I killed him, but I'm not upset that he's dead.
That guy kind of sucked. Let's see. We'll just pull up the map real quick.
Have other people had 3 blessings before, or would this guy be the first to have 3
I
blessings?
meant to ask that.
The other people that would have had the blessings is Soulborn Astralis, which is the Furbolg that you were speaking to. Soulborn Morelli and Soulborn Dimitri. They are like the keepers of Modiroot. They keep this whole island secure and safe. And Hendry's been working with them for many years. He would have been the 4th person to get this blessing.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for wheat just a few minutes.
Go piss, girl.
Does who keeps this cup?
It stays in secure containment with all 3 of us. It stays in the council room.
May
What do you
I
mean?
take a sample
Oh,
of the decay in the cup?
you may take the cup itself, as long as you know. I would want to have it back, but I don't know if we can trust it anymore. So keep it on you.
Who tends to the water? And then he'll lick his lips slightly.
So I, Astralis, tend to the tree and the earth. Morelli tends to the water, and Dimitri tends to anything else that is like, security and making sure everything is in balance.
So Dimitri does security.
He's first.
Mostly, yes.
He's kind of dropped the ball there.
Dimitri looks at you. These fucking eyes. They're just like... I am deeply ashamed of what's happened. But I have done what I have always done.
Did you Did you look at the cup before you gave it to him?
Nothing should have gone wrong.
If you stayed the
Of course I
same,
looked at the cup.
if
Of
you
course I
did
looked
what
at
you
it.
always did, what makes you think that somebody who would be angry at you wouldn't change to be better? Gotta keep up with the times, man.
But there's nothing that happened that I wouldn't have seen. I have a whole guard, a whole army of guards that stay on this island. They are my eyes and they are my ears for everywhere that I cannot see myself.
So you
There is
killed him.
no possible way. All of them report back to me.
And how many of them do you trust
Are
completely?
you saying that I killed him?
If you're saying it could be nobody else,
Of my guards?
one of them. Anyone acting sus recently?
There's no physical way that I could do anything like this. I don't know. They're all my guards. They do their jobs. They report back to me when something is wrong or when they find something. Nothing has come up. Nothing has been different.
I think it might be worth
No.
interviewing those fellers.
So those are the people who have close contact with the cup. So
Potentially.
I suppose it could have been changed then. But what about all the people in the crowd? How do we know someone didn't cast something to change the cup as it was handed to Hendry?
Point, Garth.
Everybody on this island is a suspect.
Lock this place down.
Yeah, nobody in or out. We're gonna interview 150,000 people or whatever.
Burn the fucking tree down.
I hope you've got enough NPCs ready, Oaklyn. No.
Oh, don't worry. I have a fun little website called npcgenerator.org.
Yeah, that'll work.
First
That'd be
one
a
that comes
different
up.
voice for each 150,000 of them.
Good old Jetacleaves. Yeah, so they are going to point out on this map. Where is it? There it is. They point out on the map. Let me just get a little screen grab. They point out Oaklyn, because it's a silly name and I like it. That's where Natalia should be. But she is constantly researching outside of the place, so you might have to track her down, but the best thing that you could do is just find her or keep Emeris up in Avalon. Obviously, it's quite easy to get to Avalon if you get the boat over to Aberhond, so it shouldn't be too long of a journey. But obviously, if you need anything beforehand, if you need supplies, we are happy to grant them to you and give you anything that you might need for your journeys, including monetary, in case you need to, because everywhere will require some sort of, money for inns and things. So if you need any money, any supplies, just let us know and we'll organise something.
Yeah, I am actually exceptionally poor.
A little stipend wouldn't go amiss, you know what I mean?
To be fair, I don't have much on me.
I don't think I give. No, I don't have anything.
Okay. If you want to make your ways to Hovend, It's just down one of the roads. It's not too long of a journey, but obviously we can give you a cart and horse to get down there. Go to Hovland, rest for the evening, and we'll send supplies down with you.
Alright.
Thank you for taking up this job. This is one of the most horrible things we've seen. Please just be safe on your journeys. And Astralis sort of leads Dimitri and Morelli into the council house. Morelli is just still screaming and crying and very distressed. And they're led away, and you're sort of just left outside. There's a few guards spotted around. There's maybe like 4 or 5 of the guards sort of stood there, all looking very confused and stressed. There's a couple of them who are more stressed than others. But yeah, you're free to do whatever you please until you are, picked up to go onwards from Hovland.
You guys got another job lined up or what?
I say that to the guards.
Yeah.
One of them's a full 19-year-old who's just trembling. And he's like, my mum said I had to go work on the Eternal Land because that's what my father did, and what my father's fathers did, and what my father's father's fathers did, and I just don't know what to do anymore.
Well, looks like you let them all down, didn't you?
I don't know if I can do anything else. I can't swim.
Hey, I'm sure you're doing a fine job, son.
Honestly, sir, I appreciate the offer of you teaching me to swim, but I don't know you, and I fear you may drown me.
Yeah, that's possible.
Probably wise.
Oh, goodness.
Ain't you supposed to be a big scary guard or something?
Well, I'm still training.
Right,
I don't think I've got the scary part of me done yet.
Guardsman apprentice. All right.
Something like that.
Any of you fellers see anybody suspicious around here? I mean, I know there's a lot of new people around, but shifty-looking types.
Well, nothing out of the ordinary, sir. I've been tending the lands with one of my training guards. And he did point out something strange that one of the other guards had seen, but it's word of mouth, sir, so I don't know how true it is.
That's all right. Strange is what we're looking for.
Well, I don't, he spotted, a hydrangea, sir. It's a flower, but it weren't as lively as it usually is. It was sort of a little bit dry. But he told a higher up guard about it, and they said that it was fine, and he just was lying, and nothing would come of it. But I could show you the hydrangea bush, sir.
Was it blue or pink, the hydrangea?
Well, it was meant to be blue, but it looked a lot more sort of like crispy and brown.
That's a bit sus.
That's what I said, sir. I said you were proper suspect.
Let's see this little bush thing of yours.
He sort of looks very nervous to be around you all, and he does look like he feels very bad for snitching. And he leads you over into like some of the foliage around the site. You're walking for maybe like a good 30 minutes before you get there. He points out, yeah?
Hey, Gabba, can I put you down?
Oh, one of them. Okay.
No.
Okie dokie.
You're my boat now. Fuck you.
I live here. I'm paying rent.
You are?
Yep.
In what?
Keep depositing maggots onto your head.
Oh god.
Yeah, it leads you over to this hydrangea bush. And it does look dried. It's like when you see a hydrangea that is like in the middle of summer and it's dried up because it's not fucking rained in a while. And he points at it and he goes, "Look, sir, it's just not. That's not what it's meant to look like. And listen, I'm not a farmer. I don't know, but I know it's not correct."
Jeffrey, you seem to know the plants. I don't know a hydrangea from a Texas Ranger. What's this supposed to what's this look like?
I've not heard of Texas, what is it?
That's,
I heard it's up in the southern reaches, sir.
yeah.
No.
That was a good rhyme. I'd laugh if I still found things funny.
Damn, tough
I
crowd.
suppose I'll go and have a look.
Most relatable. Holy shit.
I suppose I suppose I'll do an investigation check on the old hydrangea.
You could either do an investigation or a nature check.
Let's have a gander. Investigation's better for
Mm.
me. Got me proficiency, haven't I? Oh, 10 total.
10. It's a
So not-
dry plant. Again, really weird for it being on this island. You look around and there's other hydrangea bushes, and they're all lush and green and bright blues and pinks, and there's a few purple ones. It's weird that just this one is not looking right.
Huh.
I don't know why. I can't really tell, but it doesn't look right.
I'm an expert on these.
Ransom, what are you thinking about all this? What's your character been up to? What's your
Sorry.
character thinking of all this?
Just kind of trying to parse out these interesting folk that we have suddenly been, thrown together with. A little bit unsure of the whole situation, but Bert seems to be going along with it quite nicely. So I kind of follow his lead.
Well, the blessed didn't go to plan, so this is something else to keep our attention.
Ransom, you do notice, because you have a history with farmland. It looks like a very strange form of pesticide that is too strong. You've had it before where you had pests in your crops and farmland, and you used a pesticide that you had whipped up, but it was a bit too strong, and it sort of ended up drying out and burning the roots itself of the plant, which stopped it from getting enough water. It looks something similar to that.
Okay. So I reckon it's being... What is the word?
Murdered. It's been murdered.
Murdered. It's been moided.
It's been moided.
It's plant's been moided.
It's been
I'll say to the group.
I'm gonna gasp dramatically and drop Gabba.
Ew.
Nice. Who looks after these plants?
Well, mostly Soulborn Astralis has his farmers and his land tenders that he teaches. He doesn't get out much because he's so busy in the council, but he has some people that tend the land. So
You fellas think we should talk to those people?
I don't know what you do, sir.
I'm asking these
Sure.
fellas. Yeah. All right.
Good to me.
Yeah.
We go.
Right. He leads you back over to Modiroot. Back to sort of the mainland. You're sort of in like a little the entrance to the forest, basically. But he leads you back into the sort of town. And there is a small bit of farmland. They don't grow a lot of crops here. It's only specialist crops that don't originally grow on the land. Because there's already plenty of, berries and fruits and vegetables that just grow naturally. And there's a farmland and there's a barn, and there's a few little houses that are built nearby for different farmers that live there who want to tend the land. And there is a few people stood around, but most you can see like in the windows of their houses that are just like they don't want to be outside right now because it is like it's terrifying to be there. But you see a dwarven person stood outside, sort of sat down in a little rocking chair with a big straw hat on, just carving something out of wood quite hastily. But she's like the only person that you really see in this area that looks of sound of mind.
The only hinged individual.
Yeah. Emotionally hinged.
This is an out of role play question. Has anyone got good charisma?
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Holy shit, someone does.
I got fucking terrible charisma.
Mine's medium charisma.
I've got 18 charisma.
Okay, not that good. Chill out.
Damn, son.
Gabba should not tolerate people.
Bert just fell in love with your character.
I don't really know why, but people seem to like dwarf.
Full bastard with 18 charisma, I love it.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, why don't you go talk to that dwarf over there?
Yeah, Geff, you seem like a lovely fella.
Very personable.
Okay, I suppose I will.
Gregarious, even.
Fucking Gabba. Yeah, I'll mosey over and start inquiring
Mosey?
about the mosey. Yes.
Shouldn't that be Ransom or Bert if they're nosy?
Yeah, you sort of wander over, and he looks up at you, and he's a dwarven man, fully bald head, but like a really long, thick blonde beard that he's like braided, and he looks up at you, and he sort of like nods at you for a second, but then he meets your like eyes, and he meets your gaze, and you see him sort of like take a breath of like, oh. And he like stands up and he like puts his hand out to shake yours. He's like, are you all right, son?
Yes, I'm well.
And he takes your hand and then he like puts his other hand over yours to like hold your hand in his. He's like, do you need anything? You don't look well, son.
Well,
I know it was a shocking event for everyone. My house is open. If you need to sit down, if you need a cup of tea, I'm here to help, lad.
That's very kind. I suppose it was a bit of a mood killer, wasn't it?
That's a word for it, lad. Sure, it was a horrible, disgusting murder. It wasn't just a mood killer, it was a crime that we all witnessed.
Let's not think about it too much. But
I agree, lad.
I do have a quick question for you.
Of course, anything for you, laddie. Anything.
Do you know...
He's like answering you with like, as if you're like a lost child, and he's just like, oh my god, I have to do everything to help this boy. Oh.
Do you know much about the gardens?
Oh, well, yes, lad. I tend a lot of them myself. I usually do the eastern forest. So not entirely close to here, but I have general knowledge, so I can give you some quick answers.
Well, you've done a lovely job. But
Well, I'll do my best for you, lad. Honestly.
so I've just been to see a hydrangea that looks to be dying. It's brown, very sad looking,
Well, where on earth
almost
have you
gone.
seen this? Because I'm quite sure it wouldn't have been on this island, sir.
Oh no, it was on this island. I'll take you there if you want to go and see it, but it really didn't look very happy. I think it might actually be dead.
And it was here.
Oh yes, not very far.
Oh, that doesn't sound right at all. Nothing's ever dried up or died. You're
There's this
quite
big-
sure you're not unwell. You're not seeing things, are you, son?
No, I'm very alert all the time.
You seem quite alert. Well, that's quite shocking to hear. I'll have to look into it. But nothing should have done that. Not on this island. Nothing dies. We've got plants here that have been passed down from generation. We've had a flower that has been the same flower in bloom since the first horde arrived here. So,
Well, it would be on theme for the day if things started dying here, wouldn't it?
well, let's not get ahead of ourselves, lad. Let's not get so negative. I'm sure it was a once in a lifetime thing, and it was just someone cruel looking for whatever they were looking for. I doubt it was anything to do with the island itself. I hope it wasn't.
You seem very lovely, but I think you should go and have a look at that bush.
Oh, that's very kind of you, son. I will go and look at it. If you just want to point me in the direction, or, you and your... She's sort of like, they look over and see the rest of you. Your family?
Goons. We prefer goons.
Your goons.
Hey!
We're a posse.
It's a
Right.
gathering, I suppose.
I'm a beaver.
I can see that.
With the pussy.
If you'd take me there, I could absolutely have a look. But I really doubt it's anything that's under anyone's control. I mean, you're all aware of where you are, right? You're not local, so you're aware this is the island. This is the Eternal Land.
Yeah,
Yes,
where things don't die.
we're all
And
very
with the
aware
big
of
tree.
that.
I think you'll find this fairly bloomin' surprising, if you know what I'm saying.
You're very
Nice.
funny. I like you. Right, show me where this plant is.
I think we should go back there now, everybody. What do you think, my dearest dwarf?
I agree. Let's absolutely go and see that. You come with me, lad. And he, holds your hand like you're a toddler. And he's like, show me where it is, lad.
It's off this way.
Right, you take him back over, and go and find where it was. And they kneel down and have a look at it. And they sort of they scoop up some of the dirt that was around it. And Ransom and Bert, you recognize this as it's soot. It's burnt grassland. You saw it. It looks like the earth itself was burned, but the plant itself wasn't. It just looks like it's dried up. But the actual earth itself has just got soot and charcoal and burnt vegetation in it. And nothing outside of this. like one plant is like that.
Does this remind me of the Scorched Lands?
Very much.
Huh.
And yeah, it's burnt.
Well, yeah.
Sorry.
What about the scorched lands?
This,
Bert, tell us more.
I think this resembles the Earth in the Scorched Lands, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm. The dwarf pipes up and he's just like, "Oh, it was a great, horrible event. It happened out of nowhere. It was around 30 years ago now. Just a massive wildfire. It wasn't a hot summer. There was no, reports of fires anywhere. It just appeared out of nowhere. Just everything was aflame, and it burnt for many, many days. The land itself still boils to this day. It's a strange phenomena. But I wouldn't have thought that something could reach down here, like that.
I was born there before the great cataclysm occurred.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Certainly ain't. It ain't as nice as it used to be. That's for sure.
Well, it's a bit too hot for my tastes. I get a wee bit sweaty. I'm sorry, I shouldn't joke about that.
Quite all right. A long time ago. Yeah.
Guys,
Yes.
maybe we should check if the roots are burnt as well.
Good idea.
If it's just the top part of the bed is gone.
Oh, I feel really bad digging this up. Oh, let's go for it. And he starts like digging up with his hands around the roots and manages to pull it out fully intact. And the
So the
roots
roots
do look burnt. It looks like there was a fire, but from the underside of the ground.
Ooh.
Oh, is that normal?
I don't know.
That's definitely not normal. It looks like it's been set on fire, but it's been completely underground this whole time. That's fucking strange.
Yeah, I guess we need to find out what causes that. Magic?
Yeah, probably.
Can I? I don't have detect magic, but yeah. Can I?
Do you want to do like an
Arcana
arcane,
it? See if-
an arcana check on it?
Yeah. See if it looks
you
like
can do
any
that.
kind of magic.
Roll an arcana check.
I think I have +4.
18.
Yes, I do.
This definitely feels like an ancient kind of magic.
Mm.
Not something that someone would have practiced. It feels elemental of sorts. Again, it feels really similar to the Scorched Lands. And when you went back there, it just feels like the power of a sort of natural being, just
Would
a very destructive one.
Would Jeff say that it feels like the same sort of magic that he detected in the cup?
Not entirely. This is definitely more of an elemental feel to it. The death and rot seems like something else entirely. It could be like the aftermath of the elemental magic, or it could be something entirely on its own. But they don't feel similar.
Could I investigate this? Does it remind me of anything? Kind of hand related.
If you want to do a insight check for me.
Can do. Insight. Oh my gosh, Chrome does not like throwing a die.
Oh, is it on D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
Yeah, shit shogs.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
still
says question
going.
mark even on my end.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
All that for a 2.
Yeah, right.
For a 2!
Right.
Yeah, shit's fucked, man.
Win.
That's it. Shit's fucked. Yeah, Ransom, is there anything that you want to have a look into of this, or?
Already touched it and not. I mean, I could try to do an Arcana check.
You could do Arcana, or you could do Nature, or if there's any like thing you want to do with it, or anything that you want to ask your little dwarven friend.
There's not. This is like the first one he's seen in it that's like this.
Yeah, this is the first
Yeah.
thing he's ever seen like this.
Okay. Did he ever go to the Scorchlands? Or has he heard like tales of it secondhand?
Well, I've never been there myself, but I've heard many a story. I mean, plenty of people have heard the story. It was a horrible, thing that happened. But I've never been there because I live here. I tend the lands. That's my full-time job. Can't exactly relocate very often. But I have, been. I've had conversations with Professor Finch. He's the one that sort of he was one of the soulborn that tended the lands, but he moved away to the Scorched Lands to research what happened and see if he could prevent it from happening again. So he'd be a grand one to talk to because he used to work here before he left. So he knew a lot, and we had a grand conversation about it. And he was very confused by the whole thing. But he's been off for 28 years now, so he's been there for some time.
I think I've heard of him.
I'd be surprised if you hadn't, if you're from there. He's always potting about doing whatever the fuck he likes to do. If he's not out on the field researching, he's at home sniffing his fucking plants.
I
my
think you
man.
should probably.
I don't know.
I think we should dig up this hydrangea completely.
Well, I'm holding it outside of the ground, and it's hanging above the earth, so you can have it if you'd like. But
Who? I was going to ask. Who is in charge of this piece of land right here, tending it?
oh, this one. Well, now I think it would be Mentha. She's a little halfling. She's sort of short, curly hair. She's always sunburnt. Sort of like yellowish, golden brown sort of eyes. She's easy to find. She's usually just sort of, tending the lands or cooking. That's all she really does.
Might be worth a word.
Is that cooking with a double O or with a C and a K?
Well, I'm not exactly the linguistic kind, sir, so I think you'd have to figure that one out yourself. She's always up to no good.
Dirty girl, would you say?
Well, potentially. I think you'd best to judge her character yourself. But if she lights one up in front of you, she will offer you some. So if you're not into that sort of thing, just politely say no. She takes it very well. Cool. Is there anything else you guys want to ask this person, or anything you want to do in the area beforehand?
I think separately. The cup that Geff has,
Mm-hmm.
an Arcana check.
Yeah.
And it seems like magic.
It seems like some sort of arcane residue, but nothing that felt man-made.
Because good old Gabag Rebates does know the spell Detect Poison / Disease.
Ooh, you do.
I think he
Would you
would
like to
cast.
do that?
Yes, I think I will cast a spell.
Okay. So that does that tell you if there's poison or disease, and does it like specify what the poison
So,
and disease is?
I know presence, location, and type of poison
Okay.
and disease.
Let's see. It definitely seems like not entirely a disease, not entirely poison, but it feels and looks like as if you just like took the concept of death and dying and you just concentrated it into a physical form. It's a weird residue. It's not like any sort of poison. It's the same sort of feeling that you would get around like an undead creature.
Okay. And then
Death.
it's a 30-foot spell. Would I sense anything from the leftover of the hydrangea as well? Or is that just burnt to a crisp?
You for the poison disease, for the hydrangea itself, that wasn't the same as the cup. That was definitely more of like an elemental type thing.
Okay.
You can sense a couple of poisons nearby, but those are just like poisonous berries on plants. But there's nothing that seems malicious.
Okay.
I think
Cool. That's all the Gabag Rebates would do.
If this guy seems like super like spooked at the idea of a plant dying, so I reckon the halfling's going to be pretty spooked if this is their area.
It might be worth
Yeah.
telling them gently.
Yeah.
Rather than springing it upon them,
Mm.
potentially.
Could I go over to the pool?
Yeah, we can walk back over to the pool. It's on a sort of lockdown, just because they're like trying to figure out what's going on and trying to, investigate a potential murder. But yeah, you can move back over into the town. The closest you can get is about 20 foot away from the pool. You can still see it, but there's like a heavy line of guards around it. Basically, all of the guardmen have been relocated to just around the pool.
Okay, I won't bother them. I was gonna try and drink the water.
Is that guy's dead
leave the
body in
body.
the water still?
Yeah, just gonna leave him floating there, and you're just like, I'm gonna go have a little sip.
Yes,
I'm gonna go to a cleaner part.
Oh, a little
Gabba
bit
is
of man
tempted.
soup. Love it. No, it's very
called
heavily
Gamer
guarded.
Girl bathwater, okay?
Hendry is the blessed gamer girl. That's why he's a hero.
Mhm.
We should look at the body.
Yeah, the body is not in the water anymore.
They have dragged it away.
Yeah,
Bastards.
the body was removed pretty quickly from the water, because it's the pool of life. They don't really want a dead body floating in it for a while.
How did they remove the body? Did someone jump in, or did they hooks?
So Hendry died during the anointment, while Morelli and Dimitri were both in there with him.
Yep.
So Dimitri sort of like scooped him up and carried him out with him, while Morelli sort of like vaguely helped, but she was having a panic attack, so she couldn't really do much. So Dimitri carried him out and laid him down on. There's like a large like slab of rock that's like covered in moss that's nearby. That's usually used for like these sorts of ceremonies and things. So he was laid down on that rock, and he's been like covered with a blanket for now. But he's been kept there for a moment, and they have like a medical unit nearby. It's definitely more for like field injuries and things. But they were gonna shut it down and take him over there to like investigate and get like a medical professional to look into it. But for now, he's still on the slab of rock by the pool.
Okay, is
Time
anyone?
for us to play medical professional.
What was
And
that? You
play
want to play
operation.
medical? You want to play medical professional?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Play doctor is nice.
Yes, does anyone know anything about bodies?
I've made a
I've
few.
seen my fair share.
I've made a couple.
Hey, I know my way around the body, gabagoo. I killed the
Yep.
people. Nice.
Hey,
Gabba will back away from anyone that says yes to this question immediately. But if anyone knows the bodies, maybe take a look.
Can't say I'm too medically inclined.
Ransomers, were you thinking of going up and having a little look?
A little poke around, yeah.
You can go have a little poke.
Well,
Maybe don't poke him too hard. He's very swollen.
Respectful poke.
God.
a respectful poking, yeah.
Ransom, can you get me some of that ooze for
Um,
personal reasons?
I reckon you can get your own ooze.
Come on, Governor, just a sip. I mean, a little bit. Yeah, he'll hand you a little vial.
Okay. If you provide the vial, I guess I'll grab you some ooze.
I put it in your water skin.
Yeah, gratified, Governor.
I will Can I mage hand hold the vial?
How far is Mage Hand work?
60, I
It's within a
think.
30 feet
Or
range of
30.
me.
30 foot. Fuck. I said 20 foot away from the pool. Yeah, I mean, you could. But also there's a huge line of guard around at the moment. There is a couple of people stood around the body as well. So are you just wanting to try and mage hand a bottle over to this covered body?
Hey, my mage hand is invisible.
Uh-huh. So there's going to be a floating
It's just
bottle
going to be a floating bottle.
It's a see-through bottle.
moving towards a
shut
body
up.
that has been covered with a blanket.
How many guards are there?
The body, but
There's so many guards.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, this pool is like 40 foot by 40 foot wide. Like it's a large pool. There's a lot of people surrounding it. And there's a couple of people stood like at the body, like inspecting it, and doing like the last rites and the blessings and things over it.
Okay. I've got an idea.
Mhm.
Oh no.
here we go.
That's good.
Is it ask the gods if you can look at the body?
Hey.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm not good at the old talking. I'm good at the old
Doing.
Well, the old doing. I'll turn to Gabba.
Yes, Governor.
You reckon you could stage some kind of distraction?
Well, I reckon I could, yeah.
Oh,
Cause a
brother.
little
I've been called
ruckus?
distracting before.
You
So I want-
guys, do,
If sorry.
you guys do remember we have been asked to look into this.
I feel like we kind of have the prerogative here.
I don't know if we've got the prerogative to take some ooze from the body though.
You could get away with just going over, looking at it, and
I'm
probably just
fairly
take
certain
use.
we're allowed to investigate the body.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. let's go to the body. Let's have a gander.
So used to being like criminals.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
campaign just wait to have permission to do things. Yeah.
Oh wait, you want us to? Oh,
We're so used to having to find ways around stuff. It's like, oh, we can actually just do this.
You just ask nicely, and they'll go, "Oh, okay."
Not used to doing that.
Ransom, just say the word, Ransom. I'll do the distraction. Just let me know.
Okay, so what are you doing with all this? Are you approaching the people and the guards near the body, or?
Well, try the approach method first. We'll
Okay.
try talking to them like normal people.
All
I
of them-
kind of wink, nudge at Gabba, just so he knows if anything is to go wrong.
Whenever, geezer.
So as you approach, a couple of the guards, they've all sort of like they're stood like heel to heel, like they have like covered every inch that you could possibly get through, and they've all got shields up. And a couple of them notice you approaching, and one of them pipes up and he's like, "Oi, where do you think you're going? This is closed off."
Howdy, pardons.
Evening.
Reckon I can pass through.
Who are you?
Ransom.
Right.
This is Bert Cherville,
Howdy.
and these guys are some interesting individuals we've picked up on the way.
we're
Buongiorno.
mostly called Jeff, to be fair. Or
Right.
variations.
So what are you wanting near here?
Just want to have a look
You want to have a look at the body?
at the body.
Right. I don't know who you are.
Did we mention that Soul Brother Astralis told us we could we should
I've
investigate
soulborn
this?
to you, sir.
That's what I meant. They said we should investigate this. We're on a mission from God, basically.
Did you call him a soul brother?
Yeah.
He did.
I looked in his eyes and we became brothers.
I wrote SB Astralis, so I was like, that could be Soul Brother, so I'm gonna say that.
My soul brother. He's my brother from another mother.
You thought you got away with it as well.
I do.
Soulborn to you, so I mean, fuck it, shit. Oh, you're those adventuring types, aren't you? That's been called to action.
I reckon you hit the nail on the head with that one.
I'm quite intelligent, miss.
Oh. Well, I
Oh,
reckon if you know what's good for you, then you'll let us come through.
one moment.
Yes, a veiled threat. Good idea.
And then he sort of like he looks down at the ground where the grass is, and he can see, like, he sort of like squints at it for a moment, and you can see all of your names in full have been written in the grass somehow. And he's like, yeah, that checks out actually. Right. If you want to follow me this way. And he parts a gap in the guards and lets you all through, and then he immediately closes it off again. And yeah, you are free to sort of like wander over to the people looking at the body. The guard who let you in originally is standing very close to you as you're walking to make sure you don't do anything weird with the pool, because it's a very high security area of the island, because there's been a lot of people who have tried doing shit with it, so they're all very protective over it.
I'd like to sidle over to the body.
You absolutely can. There is a Goliath woman stood over there. She's bald, completely covered in tattoos, like head to toe. Very, very dark eyes as well. and she's sort of like inspecting the body. She's saying some final rites over it, and she puts the blanket back down over his face as you approach.
Greetings.
Good evening.
My compatriots and I gonna have a look at the body, innit?
Are you medical professionals?
Take a look at me.
Yes, that's why I'm
I know
asking.
every disease known to man.
You look like it. You look like you carry every disease known to man.
Yeah, that's the plan, geezer.
I don't know if I trust you near this body with a strange illness that killed him suddenly.
Hey, he's already dead.
That is true, but I'm not sure about you, stinky one.
I'm an expert on illnesses. Look at me.
Then how do I know you're not the one that gave him the illness?
I gather three bits. Really come back to the body if I killed him.
Listen, I don't like to assume people's intelligence, but you do not know like you know how to bathe, so I'm a little curious.
Don't need to bathe.
Of course. Would someone else like to talk to me first?
Guys, I can't get in through, but maybe someone else needs to go before me.
If you could hold back your smelly child, that would be very cool.
He good evening, Bert Chervil.
Is that your son?
No, he's newly acquainted, but we've been
I'd call
sent
him Daddy.
we've been sent here from the head honcho to investigate this kerfuffle, and he
Of
is our party's expert on poisons and such
Ugh.
other degeneracies, and I feel like he is a person to be looking at this.
I wink at the Goliath.
Oh. She sort of sicks up a little bit in her mouth. So you go,
He has that effect on
Sorry.
people, I can assure you.
Do you need that?
no, I swallowed it already.
Oh,
It didn't come out.
that's good.
I'm going to step back. The guard is going to have to stay with you, but I cannot be near you. This is horrible to smell. I'm very sorry. And she steps back a little bit, and she lets you approach the body for a moment.
Gabba's gonna go get as close to the guard as possible and try and distract the motherfucker with his sheer stinky bastardness.
This guard genuinely looks green in the face. He's like, you know when someone gets really badly like travel sick and you start seeing them like go into that phase of like, I know I'm gonna throw up, I have to breathe and try not to. Just hold on for like 5 minutes. He's just like, he's so trying to breathe but also not breathe near you.
I'm gonna show him my delete.
You're gonna show him your what?
Delete.
Your delete.
GLEET. Yeah.
Your
delete.
delete.
What the fuck is
Like
that?
gangrene.
Delete.
It's gonorrheal discharge.
Oh!
Ugh.
Okay, I'm gonna hold up like my water
Where-
skin to the guard to
Whereabouts is
try
the
and catch the
discharge?
sick.
All over.
All over.
Somehow I
okay.
have it from everywhere.
You're
This
just-
particular one, my elbow. It's going straight on my elbow.
So what? You're just sort of like pointing at him and going, "Check this shit out."
Yeah. It's distracting the motherfucker, you know?
Fucking hell, that is rough. Jesus.
Yeah, take a smell.
No, I don't want to.
Nah, come on, geezer.
No, I can smoke from here. He like holds a shield up between both of you. I don't want to, so.
His vision is covered. Go, guys, go.
But yeah, the doctor is sort of stood, you know, looking at all of you beyond the body. Ransom, did you want to have a look at the body?
I'll certainly try.
Yeah, she lifts up the blanket for you, from his face. It is swollen, and there is still like it's sort of crusted over slightly, but that sort of black like ichor is still. You can see his eyes are completely black from where it was like it looks like it was pushing out from like not only where he was coughing it up, but it was pushing itself out from his nose and his eyes. Like every hole in his skull was just pushing this black ooze out of him. His body is swollen. There are just splotches on his skin. He looks like he's been decaying, like already, which is
Damn.
Can I cast Cure Wounds on Hendry?
I'm gonna say sure, but also that is a fucking waste. This man is dead. This man is dead. I think you're a bit late for that one.
That boy been dead.
Like, oh, can I give this corpse a paracetamol, please? No. Just to save your paracetamol, no.
What else have I got? What else have I got? Can I touch the body at all? Or just look?
The doctor is looking over you quite carefully. And she sees you sort of like reach towards it, and she like immediately like grabs your wrist. She's got fucking massive hands as well. She like grabs your full like half of your forearm, and she's just like, politely, do not touch him. If you want to see anything closer, you tell me. I will, maneuver anything you need to. If you touch him, this arm will no longer be yours. Understood? Good. She lets go of your arm.
Ransom tears up a little bit. The grip of a Goliath woman reminds them of
to make you cry. I'm so sorry.
their ex-wife, who tragically died.
I did not mean to make you cry. I'm very, very sorry. Did I hurt you? Do you need painkiller? I'm very sorry.
Does she have any paracetamol?
She pulls one out.
Yeah.
She pops
Feed
out
it
a little
to the
packet.
corpse. Feed it to the corpse.
It's the Morrison's own.
Oh.
You know who does a nice
fucking lady.
paracetamol? Morrison's.
Yeah, I think if I can't touch the body, that's about all I can do. I'm not.
Do you want to? Is there something you want to look at of his body?
Peanut.
No.
I knew someone
I
was
was
going
going
to
to
say
say apart from Piner, you do not get to see Piner. That is for husband only.
Can I give it a good old sniff?
You can give it a fat sniff, my boy.
Hey.
Medicine check?
Sure.
Or, I don't know, do you want to smell the vibe of it with an insight check?
Oh, actually, I got a +2. I mean, it's the same roll. It's both wisdom, so...
It's just what information do you want to get from it, right? So do you want to smell out the vibe? Do you want to smell if there's, like, poison in him? Do you want to smell if... I don't know, he's eaten something recently?
I think the vibe one sounds nice, yeah.
Smell the vibe.
I want to
Do an
smell his
insight
vibe.
But, sorry, is Gabba up or downwind here?
I've got a keen sense of smell. I could differentiate between Gabba and anything else, I'd hope.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine.
I'll close one nostril so that I can only smell other things. That's the Gabba nostril.
You just sort of spray Gabba with some fucking Febreze first.
Oh!
Well, yeah, I've rolled both. So I rolled a 9 on medicine.
Uh-huh. What did you get on insight?
Oh, did I cut out? Sorry, 11.
You did. 11 on insight. Right, so the 9 on medicine smells like a dead body, man. You know what dead bodies smell like.
See.
Insight. Seems like he's been dead a little too long. Considering you know when he died, in your insight, you get put back to, like, a memory of you and your family, like, digging up a body to try and find some jewelry that was on him. And he smells like something that is at least a couple of weeks old.
Damn, he's
That's
right.
the vibe. The vibe
He-
stinks.
The
Bad vibes.
vibe.
It's bad vibes, dude.
Hey, the vibe of this corpse. It's not quite right.
I don't know
quite
what
right.
vibe you're talking about. He's dead. There's no
Yeah,
vibe left in
he has
him.
been dead for too long.
He's been dead since he died, like an hour ago.
No. This body died long ago.
Holy shit, Dr. Mario.
That was well done.
Thank you.
You're saying he's prematurely, fuck.
Hey, he has decomposed.
Prematurely
fast.
necrotizing.
That's a big word. What does it mean?
I don't know, going bad.
He is expiring too fast.
Can we not talk about our blessed hero in such grotesque terms?
Oh,
That's grotesque and
Apologies.
more groceries. He's past his shelf life, let's say.
I ask you again, do not talk
See-
about our blessed hero like that. Like he is some sort of carrot that has
Hey,
gone moldy.
he is dead.
He-
He is dead. However, you're
Schools,
stood
schools, but
in the
dead.
Holy Land with our holy hero, and we don't know who killed him. And be careful what you say about him for your own good.
We're
He's
trying
wholly
to
dead,
help with
isn't
that. Sorry.
Your guys' attitude fucking stinks. What's going on with that?
Grazie.
Oh, yeah.
We're just
Not as
feeling
much
a
as the
bit,
bodies.
The stench is just Gabba.
That is very true. Your small child smells very badly.
It does. He doesn't bathe.
Thank you.
How is your child got gangrene in this day and age?
I don't know. I think
What does
he
he eat?
I think he
It's
cultivates
just
it.
his skin color. I'm bright blue, so he got some of his mother's side.
No, I can tell he is, a goblin, but that
Oh.
boy is going like he's not well. Like for
Oh,
real.
actual gangrene.
No, he's like fully like that. He's not good.
Yeah, look at this. Shows a
Oh, oh my goodness. Oh,
yeah, that one's been going for a while.
I can tell.
Yes.
Oof.
I don't really know how he's still alive. Maybe that's why he came here.
One would call it a miracle.
It's something. Modiroot blesses. I wish he wouldn't.
That's pretty toxic.
I know you are.
Yeah.
I like to laugh.
Yeah, sorry about the attitude. We're just a bit.
I like to laugh, then doesn't laugh.
I quite like this person.
I like you too.
What's
You are
your
really fun to be around.
what's your name there?
My name is Rainan.
Rainan?
Yes, like
Is
it
that
has been raining. You know?
On your parade.
It's certainly
Huh.
pouring.
You are really funny. I've never laughed like this in my life. I like you. What is your name?
My name is Godfrey. I mean Jeffrey. Fuck.
Yeah, Godfrey, that's his name.
No,
you
it's
you are my
Jeffrey.
friend for life, Jeffrey.
I like you too. I think we should be friends.
I think we should be friends. Best friends.
Now that we're friends, can I
Yes.
have a little closer look at the body? Because
I thought with
I
your
do-
sad voice you're about to ask for a hug.
no, I'm not going to hug the body.
No, I just
I'm
thought you were like in emotional distress and you were asking me as a friend to give you a hug, but that's fine. I totally didn't want a hug. You can look at the body.
I'll give you a hug, geezer.
I'd rather not.
Ah, come on.
No, I'd good.
We can have a hug.
Oh, that's very nice. And she fucking embraces you with these massive arms and just squeezes a bit too tight. She's huge.
I start looking around at other people like, you were going to do something, right?
I just give a
I just
thumbs up.
shrug.
This is
Okay,
nice.
Okay, well, I
Years.
submit to the hug. Strangely
That's stroking
find
your
it
hair slightly.
strangely comforting. Yeah.
She strokes your hair a little bit. I've not been touched like this in years.
Ooh.
I like
neither
having
have I.
friends. I'm going to put you down now. She puts you down very gently.
Thank you. That was very gentle.
Thank you. That was very nice. I will cry later tonight about this. Anyway, so the body. Is there anything else you wanted to look at? Not his penis.
No, I'm not that interested in this peanut, though I'm sure it's quite large.
I've not looked at it myself. Like I said, husband only.
I would like to do an investigation check.
Yeah, you can investigate it, buddy.
Says that to the doctor.
I do not know what check you're talking about. Maybe consult a higher power.
Oh, it's just my little language for things I do, don't worry.
You're very quirky and fun.
Oh, I rolled a 12.
You don't really find anything that you haven't already sort of figured out.
Okay.
It's that same sort of residue that you found in the cup. Like it's dying a bit too quickly and it's rotting a bit too quickly. There's some sort of necrotic energy about this. Some sort of death magic or something that is elevating the effects and the powers of, you know, dying and death and decay and things like this. The body itself looks like it's been dead for 2 weeks. It has only been dead for about an hour. He's got these... you can see the veins under his skin. They have turned like a very dark bluish black. And those veins move up over his like arms, up his chest, into his neck, and over into his face. And it looks like that's where this like black ichor has been pushing out from.
I think we need to consult Natalia. This is quite serious. We're in the blooming tree of life, and this person has died 10 times faster than 20 times faster than anybody I've ever seen die. I've seen quite a lot of people die.
Well, that's pretty scary.
Well, it wasn't my fault. Anyway.
I didn't say it was your fault. What are you saying? Are you saying it was your fault?
No, I'm not projecting.
I know a very good therapist.
Yeah. A
Would you like a
fairy
referral?
pist?
Yes, I know a fairy pist. She smells.
Yes.
The Fey trick.
It's my
She never
I'll
did
just
give me her name, but you know.
I'll write that down. Find fairy pist. Don't know name. If I'm
Right.
not sure we'll get anywhere here, boys.
I
Is there
do.
anything else you guys want to do?
I wouldn't mind asking that halfling mental lady about the her flowers, but if anyone thinks that's worthwhile.
Seems like a smart idea to me.
All right.
See.
Ask directions to where we can find Mentor and like to add, you know.
She points you in the right direction. It's sort of off the beaten track. There's like a small hut that she's made herself where she grows her own things, just outside of like the main sort of court of Modiroot and the pool.
What's the hut made of?
The hut is made out of wood.
Yes.
Hell
Do you want to do? Just roll a d20 for me real quick.
Oh god.
No additions, just a d20.
8.
This is a wood that you're not entirely familiar with. This is definitely like location-based wood.
A new wood.
Yes. It's a new wood. You don't know this wood.
Oh my God.
It's like a nice sort of birch wood. You don't get this a lot near the stilts and things like that. So you've got new wood that you can smell.
Excellent.
And she's sort of sat outside under a little apple tree that she's grown, just smoking the shit out of a joint.
Oh,
You can smell it from a fucking mile away.
Well, howdy.
Hello.
Bert and companions investigating the mischief. That is powerful stench. Jeez.
Oh, shoot. Want some?
Not on work hours. Thank you kindly. Here on business,
Cool.
you see.
No, I get it. It's all good.
Yeah, apparently so. I will pull out a cigar though, a little cheroot, and I'll. You got a light?
show 'em how it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got one. Hold it in the air.
It's like you see an advert, someone smoking, or like see someone smoking in a film. You gotta have a cigarette, you know. So, sorry.
Hold it at arm's length.
All right.
She clicks her fingers, and a firebolt shoots out of her finger
Oh,
and
nice.
lights up the
damn.
cigar.
Yeah, that's quite.
That sounds dangerous when you live in a wooden house, but
Yeah,
okay.
you're quite proficient at that. Never
Thank
learned that.
you.
Never learned that one myself. Well, never mastered that one myself. More of a
Yeah,
mage
if you
hand
wanna-
aficionado.
If you ever want to come over and, learn,
Yeah.
smoke,
So, hydrangea.
I know her.
Yeah. What we found, or somebody found a dying hydrangea on your plot of land.
You're lying.
It's right here. We still got it.
Yeah, you're just gripping onto that like that fucking bush. You're just holding onto it. You've been
Yeah.
carrying it around.
Yeah, we got it right here.
Have you seen this?
You know what a hydrangea is? No, don't look like mine.
We pulled it from your, I don't know, over there, wherever we got it from.
We showed it to the dwarf, and the dwarf helped us find it and talked to us about it,
Which
and
dwarf?
we brought it here.
I don't rightly know that I wrote the name down.
Yes, I think I forgot his name.
Alright. Well, she stands up, dusts herself off, and she wanders over, and she just fully hands her fucking joint to Castor, and is like, "You hold that." And she takes the hydrangea bush. She looks at it. She smells it. She eats one of the petals,
Oh, I wouldn't. Okay.
and she spits it out. Ugh. That's fucked.
That's what I thought.
I've never seen. Yeah, that's weird. Things don't die around here, so. And she licks the root as well. Oh, it's my earth. That's my compost.
Yeah, it was all burnt, like the ground around it.
Oh, there's not been any fires around here though.
Yeah, it seemed weird, right?
Yeah, it is weird.
So you say
She
nothing,
hands it back to you.
Yeah. You say nothing dies around here, but that's 2 deaths in one day, as far as we can reckon.
Yeah. Oh, it's beyond my pay grade.
See anybody messing around in your garden?
Well, I've seen a few guards. They walk around, they scout the land.
Yeah, there's a
I
guard.
saw
found it.
one. Yeah, I saw him nearby, and he went, "Your hydrangea's dead." And I went, "Fuck off." And he did, because I thought he was lying.
Yeah, no, he weren't lying. That's for sure.
Yeah, surely. Yeah, looks like it's just been dead and dried up for years. But I only checked it a couple of weeks ago, and it was totally fine.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the that Hendry feller, same shit with him. He died today, but he looks old. It looks like he died a while ago. Mysterious.
Well, I don't dabble in death. What, are you some sort of investigators?
Yeah,
Oh.
on a mission from on high. We gotta figure. We're trying to get back. Yeah, fuck me.
I'd rather not, sir.
We're trying to get to the bottom of this mess.
Oh. Well, is there anything I can do to help? And she looks at her hands where there isn't a joint and she pulls out a new one and lights it up.
Yeah, fair. I'd say keep a close watch on your plants. And if you see anything like this again.
Oh, I always keep a very close eye on my plants.
Yeah. Just, watch the area this plant came from. The ground's all weird and burnt and stuff.
Hang on. Fucking contradiction to spot the liar. She
Here
said
we go.
in that plant in 3 weeks. At the same time, keeps a close eye on the plants.
It's not a very hard worker. Insight check.
The text lights up green.
The text is boys. It's cursed green text.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. She said cut past. What did
Well, I mean, Gabber, if you want to inside check that, that's probably going to be advantageous.
Yeah,
All right.
Can we stop saying check in our character voices?
Yeah, I'm going to do a fucking arcana check.
No language of like.
Hey, Gavin,
do
read
I
this. Roll
believe-
this dice in front of you.
Why don't you see
Hang on,
if you think
that
this person's
one.
legit? Oh, shit.
I got that one.
With a plus one as well. It's fantastic.
Like, you trust this person more than you've ever trusted a person. She seems like she could be your mother. Like, she's like, you would trust her every word she fucking says to you with your life.
I've got about 2 pence on me, Minford. Do you want it?
Oh, yeah, go on.
It's all I own. Here you go, geezer.
Oh, thank you very much. And she hands you the joint.
No thanks. Gives it to Goff. Here you go, Goff.
No, it makes me terribly anxious. I pass it over to Pef. I'm like, here's some piff, Pef.
Biff don't puff. I'll pass it to Ransom.
Ransom will take a dunk on the splink, I reckon.
Take a little too.
Does that count as a Pef piff pass?
I think it does.
As the only one that didn't get to hold some kind of joint, I'm going to do the Puss in Boots like cat eyes.
Oh no, she handed
Ransom.
you the first joint, and then she forgot she gave it to you, and then lit up a new one.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
No, she handed it to you.
had that. Oh, in which case, never mind.
You've got your own all to yourself, man. She
Oh,
just
excellent.
forgot that she was smoking it.
I thought Bert had
That
that.
will
My bad.
start coughing
That was
as if
very,
he's-
very accurate to stoner behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah, she.
So, Mumford, do you know anyone that would have hated that Hendry fella?
No, everyone really liked him. It's quite nice.
Okay, well, no one would want to kill him.
No, not on the island that I know of. I don't speak to many people.
Oh, yeah.
They don't
Well.
like the way I smell, but you know.
Wait, what?
So why'd you kill him?
Who?
Memphis wouldn't do that.
Did you do
No, I quite liked him. I wasn't even there. I've just heard through the trees that he was dead. Very sad.
Through the
I don't like
trees.
going to the bloom. Yeah, you know, when they do the announcements and all the trees pass along the messages so everyone on the island hears it.
Ah, through the wood.
Yeah, exactly.
it? A grapevine, yes.
Exactly.
We have a similar saying.
Yeah, we don't I don't really go there. It's too busy for me. But I heard it, and I thought it was very sad, so I rolled up a special one just for him.
All right. I think we might have gotten everything we can here.
Miss Scusi,
Please.
Yeah.
what wood is your hut made from?
Oh, it's Hold on, I don't remember. And she gives it a lick. Birch.
What did you call me?
Grazie.
Birchwood.
Nice exotic.
Yeah.
May I have some? I'm slowly giving up on the
Sure.
accent. Not gonna.
Can I have some, please? I'm Italian. She just sort of looks it up and down and goes, "Yeah, all right." And then she wanders inside of her hut, and she comes out with a little mug, like a little tankard, that's carved from the same wood. There you go, mate. I don't use it.
Thank you.
Oh, it's all right, little fella. Oh, your dog's nice.
Thanks. We've been here before, actually.
You've got a nice little family. You've got a kid, a dog, like a polyamorous parent situation.
I'm
Quite
not
nice.
roleplaying a dog again. Fuck this shit. Every time.
Stop making yourself a small hairy mammal.
I'm not. I've done it.
Beavers rodent? I always forget if beavers are rodents or mammals.
They are rodents.
Rodents are mammals.
Okay,
It's a
slow
classic mammal.
the fuck down.
I couldn't remember if it was a duck or a bird.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to do with Meta while you've got her?
She don't seem the useful type.
She blinks one eye at a time. What do you mean?
I mean, Ransom was lighting one up with them, weren't you?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's.
We chill here for a few days.
Take nice long rest.
Start a little
Yeah.
commune, yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, we got business.
I don't want to do business. I want to sit in the woods and smoke weed with this weird little woman.
Right, so Ren needs a new
That's a
character for
dream,
next
man.
week. We'll have to
Yeah, you guys will give up and they'll get fucking blasted.
Run some overdoses on the weed. Guys. First time,
Oh,
first
no.
ever. No.
Yeah.
Shall we make our way away?
see.
Yes, I think we should go.
Shall we make our way to the docks or whatever?
Right, yes. So you can, if you want to set off straight away, you can go down. There's like a pretty winding path. You can either go to Hovend, where Astralis suggested you go, just for the, because it's a nearby rest point for a lot of people. You could go there, or if you wanted to go straight to the docks, so that you could get to the depth, then you could go to Stanit Barn, which is in the opposite direction. But obviously, if you go there, you'll have to let Astralis know so that he can give you your wares before you leave.
I've already forgot the two options. What were they?
Hovend.
You can either go to Hovend, where there's
Hovend.
inns, or Stanit Barn, which is the docks.
What are the inns made of?
The inns are made of, get this, wood.
Okay, what are the docks made of?
Fucking wood, mate.
I'm split. I don't know. I can't decide.
I vote for the ducks.
Man,
I do like water
straight to
and wood in
business.
the same place, so I would also vote docks. I believe.
Let's
Sure.
go to the docks, everybody.
All right. I guess we'll go to docks. Ransom. Docks. In.
Dogs.
Cool. I guess we go. Well,
Okay.
we see fucking Artemisia first, or whatever he's called. Fuck, I forgot.
Astralis.
There we go. I keep forgetting.
It's like the third iteration of his
Nice.
name you've given.
Soul brother
Right,
Artemisia.
we're gonna go. Archimedes. Yeah, you go and find him. You have to. It's getting down to like evening time now. And you can see that there's like flickering sort of firelight inside of the council building. And you can hear voices inside, like they're chatting about something.
Shit.
So you'd have to go up to the door and like knock on it and disturb whatever meeting they're having. But obviously, you know, there's the opportunity to snoop as well.
I was gonna
I'd like
just
to knock
I
on the
was-
door loudly.
I was just gonna open the door, and bust in, but
Howdy!
no, I like your idea.
What, knocking on it? a lot?
Manners, yeah.
Manners maketh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna knock continuously until the door opens, or doesn't
Um,
open. In which case, I'm just gonna knock for the rest of my life.
Yeah, fair.
I heard if you keep knocking, someone will eventually arrive.
We're already 2 party members down. Ransom's still getting high. Cass is knocking on the door forever.
Yep.
Shit, dropping
I
like
hope you have
flies.
backup characters.
Yeah.
This was my one-shot character. I would be Castor's brother for the rest of the campaign.
Yeah, they eventually come to the door. Astralis is there. He looks tired.
I am still knocking on thinner.
He just sort of looks at you up and down, and then gently puts your fist down and goes, "Hello, I've answered the door."
Buongiorno!
Oh, hello. It was so loud for this time of evening.
We beavers are night creatures.
Okay, good to know.
Here, Goff.
Yes, Gabba.
Do you think this is like 2018 Astralis or like 2022 Astralis?
Fuck off.
Well, I haven't really been keeping up with Counter-Strike.
Oh, shit.
No, not since I was taken away into the depths.
Yeah.
So I'll say 2018 Astralis.
Wow.
But I'm not really sure what you mean.
Well, that's
Anyway.
Astralis to be scared of, right? Like we should be afraid of 2018 Astralis.
Yes, but we like them as well, don't we?
Only you two could work CSGO into this goddamn thing.
So the name Astralis, come on.
Yeah, as if you didn't know, Oaklyn, Astralis is the name of an esports org.
Yeah,
as well.
as you were fucking saying it, I was like, have I somehow named a character after a fucking gamer?
Oh,
Astralis is one of the
Yes.
most famous CSGO orgs ever. Probably
Yeah.
is the biggest.
Literally never heard of it. I pulled this name out my ass.
That's CSGO, baby. Yeah, that is one of the most famous CSGO orgs ever.
Impressive. I pulled that out of thin air.
That's
Plays
fair.
one invitational, and suddenly the CSGO just seeps into the brain.
it's in your blood. It's in your blood now.
Oh
Is
god,
it
I'm one of
Danish?
them.
It's
No.
a Danish team, and it's
So
like a fucking like
good.
Viking setting. No, Danish team, Viking setting. Makes sense.
Mm,
Anyway, apologies for CSGO.
anyway,
We're here for our swag.
Your swag.
yes, our swag. We were promised swag.
Oh no, that just means anything they give us now, I'm just gonna think it's gonna have the fucking Astralis logo on it, for fuck's sake.
How else is he gonna know who it belongs to when he gets it back off us?
He hands you an AK.
How many stickers
Yeah,
are
I
on
can
it?
do it with these.
This changes the game, right? I missed.
Is this a 2016 device gold sticker? Oh my god! Wow.
I got this from the marketplace for £10.50.
On a steal.
What's the exchange rate for D&D gold?
On what stickers?
I know.
Yeah, for like CSGO skins, how much are they worth in D&D money?
Yeah,
Cosmetics big in your world, Oaklyn.
cosmetics.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna have
Oh my
to be
god,
that,
are
right?
you going to work microtransactions into the campaign?
Oh yeah, well, every time you want to do an investigation check, if you want to do it with advantage, it's £2.50.
Kind of buy you a beer to make my armor +1 magical.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
See, Rianne's at an advantage. She already bought me a few drinks, so as well.
Yeah, we you said something about a
You've come
cart.
to your swag.
Cart and
Yeah.
adventuring supplies. We are setting off
Yeah,
on
of
our
course.
journey, right?
One moment, and he sort of opens the door for you, and he's like, "If you'd like to sit down for a while, I'll get that all sorted for you. If you're in such a rush."
I just sit
I mean,
down
if
on the
you
floor at the
don't,
spot.
I mean, if you don't think
Please?
it's important, we'll wait.
No, it is. I thought you would be leaving for Hovland tomorrow.
No.
Okay, no worries. Let me just go and ask and get things sorted for you. So, sit down. We have tea if you'd like a cup.
What are the cups made of?
They're made of wood.
Excellent.
How big are they? Could you bring me more than one?
Yeah, are they furl bulk, whatever the fuck the race is size, or?
But yeah, so there's a few that are furbulk sized. So he has big hands. So a pint mug, like one of those Sports Direct mugs. They all have Sports Direct mugs.
Oh hell yeah!
Whoa.
Wooden Sports Direct mugs. Hell yeah.
They've even carved Sports Direct in it. They've all got a Sports Direct mug of tea, just without handles. And there's quite a few of them. They're like a pint of tea each. And they're scooping out of like a cauldron that they've made. They've made a vat of tea basically. So clearly they were planning on having like a long meeting. So yeah, you're all welcome to. Dimitri takes up a ladle and pours some like tea out for you all. Yeah, it's like that big. Especially for you, Gabba. That's how big the cup would be for you.
Yeah, I love it.
I hold it
yeah,
between a thumb and forefinger.
They pour out some mugs of tea for you all. They kind of look you up and down, Pef, and Dimitri's like, "Do you want some cold water? You look really sweaty."
Yes, please.
Okay, damn. And he gives you a big bowl of water that you can just sip on.
I will immediately like dunk my head in and just like sit there. I can breathe underwater, so I just like sit in it for a while.
Is he okay?
I think he's more ill than me.
Has he?
That's impressive.
I mean, everyone's reacted quite differently to the events of today.
Yeah, he's
No,
really shook
he
up.
was like that before.
I'll just put up a single thumbs up, but hold both arms up.
That's what you really can do, isn't it, buddy?
Yeah, a little bit.
And yeah, Astralis comes back. I'm gonna have to change his fucking name because like that's immediately put me off. Fucking I don't know. Let's call him fucking Jerry.
You get to
for now.
phase.
You could try like
call him,
Vitality or OG,
Liquid.
Fanatic.
Soulborn
And-
Cloud9.
Evil Genius.
that
We'll
one?
just rearrange it. Call him Elistra or something.
Oh.
What's it backwards?
Salaz.
Why did you get that so quickly?
Because Barry lives for CSGO.
Yeah.
All of their tournaments backwards.
It's my mantra before I go to bed every night. I say them forwards and backwards.
Just to prove how much of a gamer he is. He knows every CSGO team backwards.
I will prove myself to Astralis. They'll accept me one day. But yeah, he goes off and brings back quite a few bits. He immediately puts in front of you 15 gold each. So you can add that to your character sheets.
Nice.
To get
Hell yeah.
15, 1-5. Every single one of you gets 15 each.
Yahoo!
He gives you these.
Like Mario getting the gold coins. Sorry.
Yep.
Yay. Wow.
I do have to
Cool.
overwrite every time.
Let's fucking go.
Thanks, Chief.
And you know the mini barrels that St. Bernards have around their neck
Oh,
full
hell
of
yeah.
whiskey.
Hell yeah.
They give you they're on long carry straps, so you can have it across your body, like these sort of mini tankards, mini kegs that have fresh water in them. And he hands them out to you, and he's like, "This is the first boon that we can give you. They're easy to come by with the magic that we have, but they will never run out of water, and it'll always be fresh, cool water." So
They're made of.
Ceramic.
They're made of.
Magic.
wood. They're made of wood.
Oh, so slow. So,
They're made of a nice thick wood.
Oh,
Well, that's quite, that's a mighty fine
That-
gift.
So I'll trade you
the
this
least we can
wood
do.
for 15 gold.
To me.
No, Kester.
Oh,
sorry. What?
Here, Kester.
See.
I'll give you this wood for 15 gold.
Oh, no. I could not deprive you of such a special gift.
I don't want it. I want gold.
No. The wood will provide.
Yeah, with gold if you give me gold.
No.
if you don't want the tankard, I can take it back.
Okay, 15 gold, you can have it back.
I've already given you 15 gold.
Yeah, and you just buy it back off me. 15 gold, geezer.
I
Not
could slap
16.
you.
16 now.
I might slap you.
17.
Nope.
Tell him we don't do buyback. He said.
I'll be hiding behind one of the... Who's the tallest party member?
That would be me.
I hide behind Bert. 18 gold.
You need to control your child.
19.
I barely know the feller.
Whose child is this?
Just ignore him.
I don't think
That's
I want
what
to
the
know.
rest of us do.
Right, okay. There's a cart and horse. It will be arriving very soon. So if any of you are able to, we'd prefer if you drove the caravan yourself, because otherwise we can provide someone who will drive the caravan for you.
I've done this before.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good. We've provided you small packs of rations, some food that will last you about a week. Obviously, you have your water as well. Is there anything else that you might require for this journey?
Do you have some kind of paperwork or sigil that we can show to people that we're on business on your behalf?
Oh,
of course.
Good.
One moment, and he sort of walks over to a little chest of drawers, and he rummages around through it for a moment. Sorry, I've not sent anyone on an official quest for quite some time. Okay, here we go. And he pulls out a scroll, that's very official looking, and he signs it, and he stamps it, and he gives you all a pendant that has a small wooden charm on the end of it. And it's a little charm that's shaped like Modiroot. It's kind of like one of those Tree of Life necklaces, but it's specifically the roots moving into each other. And he gives you all one of those. And he's like, keep those safe. And this scroll has my signature on it. So if you get into any trouble, some trouble I can get you out of, but obviously keep it normal amounts of trouble. But obviously, if you need anything, I'm at the end of a message, or scroll being sent. However,
Sweet.
thank you. Oh, thank you.
You sounded so full of life for a moment, Pav.
Yeah, sorry, I had something stuck in my throat.
Thank you.
Thank
No
you.
worries.
Grazie.
Is there anything else you might require before you leave on your journey?
More gold.
Can't do that.
With the short.
Have you got any water?
You have your forever water.
Yeah,
You just keep pouring it out.
I drank it.
Just open up just open up the flask. Keep pouring it out. It's forever water. It
It's
doesn't
in
run
the
out.
magic wood. The magic wood.
Pef, I'll sell you mine. 20 gold.
I don't have 20 gold.
How much you got?
15.
Okay, deal.
Yeah, all right.
Just-
You boys got 30 gold now. Nice.
That's mad ting. Right. Have you got everything that you want to do? Do you want to do anything else while you're in the Soul Grove?
I can't think of anything.
I mean, we've spoken to people, we've investigated things, we've got our shit together, sort of. I mean, we have our physical items that we were promised shit together. So maybe not.
I might just try to double back and cast the exact same good old detect poison and disease on both the body and the water that he died in.
Okay, we'll say that you did that while you were over there.
Yeah.
You get that really strong stench of like death. Not particularly a disease, not particularly a poison. It's just something that's very concentrated and like necrotic in energy. It's nothing that was like slipped into like the water. It's nothing that he ingested. He's just nothing but this energy at this point. Like, it's not, he hasn't ingested it, he's just become it. That is his entire being. There is no energy about him except for just decay.
Sheesh.
Yeah, man got fucked up still.
That goblet is definitely related.
Oh.
Man's got fucking clap fam still.
Oh, me too.
I'm too old for this.
Is he gleating?
He's mad greeting fam.
He's gleated.
I believe it's a gloat.
Aren't you a Ganassi?
Mate, no. It's trying.
Oh, right. Never mind. Don't care anymore.
That's fucking boring. Fuck that.
Yep. No G in trying. I mean, good. Fuck.
Right, so, are you wanting to take a rest before you set off on your journey? Because it is evening.
Yes, please.
Okay, you can all take a long rest. There's plenty of houses and, like, you know, tents and places to sleep. It was set up so it could be, like, people could camp there if they wanted to, because it's, like, a 5-day event. So there's plenty of abandoned tents. Yeah. You can go glamping in some fancy tents and caravans.
Because of my thingy, I don't actually have a long rest. I just sit and
Meditate on life.
yeah, I just sit and think about maybe talking to that fairy beast.
Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, if you want to take a long rest, during your rest, kind of, Jeff, you do have a sort of dip. Yes, you haven't slept in a long time, but you do feel your eyes getting heavy and closing for a while. And you like blink a couple times, and just like trying to shake the sleep off. And when you open your eyes, while everyone else has fallen asleep around you, you're just floating in this dark, dark abyss. You're just surrounded by nothing but an inky blackness. and it feels like you're dreaming, though you never fell asleep. Is there anything you want to do in this moment?
Yeah. I would like to get out of my mirror and see if I can see my face.
You pull out your mirror, and you shut your fucking face.
I'm getting contradiction vibes. Sorry.
You look into your mirror, and you see a face of a younger you. He looks lively. He looks excited. He's got diving gear on, and you see just a shadow behind him, like in the dark abyss that is surrounding you. You see a large form slowly fade into view, like you're very deep underwater. And just a colossal being shifts towards you slowly, barely in view. You can only just see the outline of its figure, and the fact that you can see tentacles just swirling in this dark mist very vaguely. You can't place exactly where they are, but you can see it, and you know it sees you, and you see a cluster of 100 glowing eyes staring down at you through this mirror.
Inglu Mugulnaf Cthulhu Live Lagl Fdagan.
And from the depths you hear, that's exactly what I was going to say, brother.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I suppose you've come back. What have you come to tell me?
I'm glad you were expecting me. Seems like you've gotten yourself in some trouble.
What do you mean, trouble? We're just having a look at stuff.
Oh, don't you think it's quite strange, though? You haven't found
Yes.
yourself in anything like this recently. You've kept yourself. The first time that you interact with others, and death surrounds you again. Isn't that strange, Jeffrey?
Not my fault. Don't think it is, anyway. I didn't do anything. Don't think so.
You've never thought it was your fault, have you?
Well, I just, happen to be there when stuff goes wrong. Sometimes, just a bit unlucky.
We'll call it luck. Well, interesting that they mentioned your misdeeds while you were there. Surely everyone knows by now it was you who did that.
Well, I was trying to do something good. Didn't mean for it to go wrong.
Well, seems like this is a chance to prove yourself as someone who can do something correctly.
Yes, I suppose you've got me there. Got me there. I really didn't mean to. I do want to fix it.
Well, I'm sure you will fix it. And I'm sure with a little help from me, we can help each other out. If you figure all this out, I think there's some things that I could do to help. It's all quite strange, and I gave you a little hint earlier, but it's quite elemental, if you didn't pick that up.
Say it's elementary.
No, like the magic, it's elemental.
Oh. Do you think it's an element I'm familiar with? It should be.
Perhaps not one that you're familiar with, but it is quite the polar opposite of us and our deal. I know you're quite
That
interested
is
in the depth,
curious.
but
Yeah.
I did have a brother, so do your research.
Oh God. Stargan.
You take this down. That's what I'm saying. You could potentially give me my second chance. And you'll get your second chance.
Right. It's a deal.
My favourite words from you.
Well,
Good
it's not the first time you've heard them.
And you start feeling the sensation of drowning again. You wake up very quickly, and you cough water out of your lungs. Physical water fully comes out of your lungs after you've woken up from a dream. And you go back to your usual nighttime meditation, unless you want to do anything after that.
I think I'll pace.
I'll go to therapy.
Yes, I'll do it. Definitely do a lot of pacing
Mm-hmm.
and furiously writing things down. Mostly about the brother. What that could mean.
Yeah, is there anything else that anyone else wants to do? Does anyone want to be a watch for the night? Does anyone want to take turns watching? Or do you all just want to, like, snooze in your tents?
I'll watch.
I'd also keep watch at some point.
My
Paranoid
eyelids don't
will-
work properly, so.
Alright, we'll do Cassara's first watch, Gabra's second watch. Does anyone else want to take turns?
Yeah, never mind the massive, huge, muscly bastards. Let's get the short one.
I'll take a watch.
You can
Let's
scream
go,
nice and high pitch.
I don't
You've
mind
got your
taking a
special
watch.
beaver eyes.
That's true. I can see in the dark. Got that beaver dark vision, you know.
Exactly.
I haven't exerted myself. I can take a watch.
Cool. During the first watch, Caster, you see Jeff sit bolt upright after being asleep, and just water gushes from his mouth. It's not vomit, it's like fully like salt water.
I am on that shit.
I honestly don't think he'd react. I think he's just that stupid. He'd just think, well,
That man is full of water.
Just how he sleeps, bro.
He's like a cucumber, so full of hydration. Cool. You will take watch. You don't see anything during your watch, Caster. You just get to watch.
watch Jeff having his nightmares and have no reaction.
It's like watching a dog dream.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
And then he sits bolt upright, vomits water, and then starts pacing around and writing things down.
That's my cue to go to sleep, I think.
Yeah, you sort of throw something at Gabba to wake him up.
I'll throw a stick at him, piece of wood.
Yeah, Gabba, you see Jeff sort of pacing around, sort of the front of him covered in water. It looks like he's thrown up on himself.
Are you going to use that, Biff?
If you don't mind.
No, not you, Beth. Go back to sleep, you dumb bitch. I mean, yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Pef!
Shut up,
Just
Jeff.
beats him around the
Fuck off.
face.
I want the vomit.
Gabba, it's not vomit, it's just seawater.
Whatever then, fuck off.
Oh, shut up. And go back to writing.
Yeah, during your watch you don't see anything either. Just fireflies. The odd little creature scurrying past in the undergrowth. You can go and wake Bert up for his watch as well. Again, nothing much happens. Eventually, once you've all had your watches, it's a very average night. You don't see anyone move, you don't hear anyone moving, you only hear little creatures sort of like scurrying around. And by the time you all wake up, you exit your tents or wherever you were sleeping. When you gather around again, there is a horse and cart. It's quite a big caravan. It's enough for all of you to sit in, bar like 2 people on the front. So there's space for like 2 people to sit on the front of the caravan to lead the horses. and plenty of space in the caravan behind you. It's already preloaded with some feed for the horses. There's some more food in there for you guys as well. There's some like blankets in case it gets cold. Some rations, things like that. And yeah, you're all ready to start moving onwards to your next location.
Sweet.
Is there anything that you want to do as like last events in the Soul Grove? Because you're going to be leaving this area now. So if there's anyone else you want to talk to, or anything you want to collect or look for or ask about or look at, this is your moment.
Hmm.
No,
No.
All good?
I'm good.
Think we're good?
Yeah, all good.
Gucci
Think
gang.
we're good.
Beautiful. Right.
Gang, that's a good couple of words.
Oh god, don't introduce them to Gucci Gang.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Alright, you set off. You will start on the road, moving northwards to Stannet Barn. And yeah, you just begin your journeys. It's going to take potentially like a couple of days, like 2 days to travel up there, just because it is quite a way away and you are on cart, but it's going to be a lot shorter than if you're walking it. For a while, you do get to follow a little river. So for the first day of travel, it's purely just you guys getting to hang out with each other for the first time, like outside of just meeting at an event. Ransom, what are you doing? Are you going to be leading the horse and cart, or are you going to be in the front with someone, or are you going to be in the back chatting to someone?
I reckon I'm up front with Bert.
Yeah.
Doing my little tinkering, really. I've
Mm.
got my little kit out and I'm kind of just, messing around with some things. Seeing if I can make anything useful for the coming journey.
Is there anything you're trying to make in particular?
Let me refer to my incredibly long list. I've been looking up and down it.
What am I going to make?
But there's quite a lot. If anything comes to mind, I'll interject.
Okay. Are you having any sort of conversation? Because like you've got plenty of time to kill now, so you can just like chat to Bert and catch up with what's just happened.
Well, Bert, got an interesting group of fellers.
To say the least. This turned into quite the adventure after all.
Mhm.
I just don't know who would want to do that kind of thing in that sacred place. That's pretty damn low of somebody.
Oh, well, I reckon we're gonna find out.
Yeah. Bring them to justice and all that. You hear all that weird stuff last night with the shit with Jeff? I mean to ask him.
I'm
about
going
that.
through a tunnel.
You don't like so?
Yeah. It genuinely sounds like it's your tunnel.
Is it better now?
No.
No.
What the fuck? I'll just mute for a while. Keep going, boy.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah, that Jeff stuff that was a little weird. Don't quite know what that's going on there. Might have to ask him about it.
He's a bit of a sussy guy,
Sussy Baka.
as it were. I intentionally did not say sussy backer.
You fool!
On purpose.
You have to say it.
I'll not disgrace our nice little D&D world with sussy backer.
Well, you should have done a little
Ouch.
southern accent. He was sure looking like a little sussy
Sussy
backer.
backer.
Dude, he's the sussy imposter, for real.
Yeah.
Oh,
For
God.
real.
For real. No cap.
No cap, for real.
Oh, dear.
Jeff is sus.
Massively sus.
What did you
Let's
do in
vote-
Amogus? You hit the button.
Let's vote for Jeff. Let's vote Jeff out.
Emergency meeting.
I'd like to reject Jeff. Eject Jeff from the cart. He's an
Yeah.
imposter.
Oh no.
Push him off.
Right in the Jeff Fussy.
No.
Okay, that comment alone is getting you ejected. Fuck off.
Jeff Fuss.
Getting fucking keelhaul.
Oh my god.
Kick that back.
So when we find this Natalia, hopefully she can shed some light on this crazy business.
Mm. Anyone having any sort of conversations in the back of the caravan?
I'll be talking to Jeff about his dreams
Hmm.
and just playing with my hair gently, you know.
You're like a nervous fangirl. Like, oh my god.
So tell me about this one too.
Like, what were you dreaming about, though, for real?
Oh, for real though. Like,
Oh well.
well, maybe I could sleep close to you at night and we can hold hands and we can make it through your bad dreams. Wow.
Well, it's not that important, but I suppose I'll go into it. I don't actually relay. I just make something up
Fair.
about. I just make something up about the sea accident.
I don't
Right, I'll
actually
people.
listen. I don't actually listen. I just stare into your beautiful blue eyes.
I thought we said no to PC romance. Damn.
Ocean blue eyes.
I mean, it's between
This is
me and
romance, so
it's
it's
between me
fine.
and Jim. So yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Romance is fine.
Yeah,
Romance is where we
It's
draw the
fine.
line.
Me and
You put in your
Roy-
pants, Ben and Rianne.
it's not
Me and Roy
it's not character
continue to-
romance. It's just player romance. That's fine.
Exactly.
Ransom, like all of my D&D characters, is only into women.
Of course, yeah.
I think that's something
Uh,
to
I feel like
explore.
there's some connotations there. I can't put my finger on it though.
That's weird. I've heard of this thing called projection. I don't need that.
It can't be that though. It can't.
It can't be. No, why
we
would
don't
it be
have
that?
time to unpack all of that right now.
No, but we're going to be playing this campaign for some time, I think. So we've definitely got time.
This time we've got
It's
more
essentially
sessions to come.
therapy if you want to like work some stuff out.
Yeah.
Self-insert even.
We'll put the wooden therapy couch and we'll go. Is there a toilet on this cart, by the way?
A toilet on the cart?
Yes.
No, you shit off the side,
Yes.
mate.
Shit off
All right, well,
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be pissing off the edge for a bit. Then I'll be back.
Like the animal you are.
Right.
Cool. Right. So you travel for a little while. It's getting close to the end of the day. So you can stop your cart and you can set up camp. You've got a couple of tents to share if you fancied it. But you can set up a little campfire and you can set up to watch. So
Anyone
Who
want
wants
to
to
share with
take-
Gavin?
Huh?
You get your own tent.
No. Yeah. Anyone want to share with Gavin? Anyone? Anyone?
Be right.
I'm good.
Oh God.
You get your beauty sleep, mate.
I'll dig myself a small hole and decant water into it.
So just lie under the stars. My pack for my pillow.
Yeah, Jeffrey just ruminates.
cool.
But
Nice.
right.
So what you
Hello,
do?
I'm back. Are there trees nearby?
Yeah, you've set up camp. There's plenty of trees.
Sound. Could I use the surrounding wood to make my? Hut.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent. I'll do
Does
that.
it take the entirety of the long rest to do so?
I'm skilled in the building of the wooden thing.
Oh, you know what I could do? I could cast as a pastime. I could cast unseen servant as a ritual.
You can do.
Command it to help caster to collect the wood.
Yeah, you can do that for real.
Grazie.
Right.
Yeah, you get like a little. So it's like semi see-through, like if you were seeing like the heat waves off tarmac, and you see like a little pair of like floating hands that come and like help you pick up wood and carry it over for you.
The wood gathering ghost. I'm familiar.
Yeah, it's the wood ghost. That's him. The wood of the ghost of trees past.
The wood will help me erect my structure.
Yes, only for an hour, and then it's done.
Won't take that long, mate. I'm a beaver. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you get to set yourself up a little camp.
Hell yeah.
Who wants to take first watch?
Sure.
Ransom's doing first watch with Bert. You can do both of you doing first watch.
Uh,
You can set up your first watch, and it's a really nice evening. It's pretty clear. You don't hear a lot of stuff going on. You just get to look at the stars. It's a very, very clear night. And you hear Jeff sort of like, he's not sleeping, but he's sort of like sat with his eyes closed meditating. But every now and then you see him like twitch, like he's having a bad dream, but still fully awake. Other than that, nothing much is happening, and you get to just sort of sit and be with each other for a little while.
Lovely.
Smoke a cigar.
Why would? Oh, a cigar. What the fuck?
Yeah, just
I
cigar.
light
Sorry.
up my half a joint from earlier.
Yeah, you've still got that left over.
Yeah. And at the same time, I would like to be doing a little whittling.
Yeah, you can
A little
whittle.
whittling.
What you
Some,
whittling?
Some could say that they are arrow-shaped arrows. that I'm whittling.
Arrow-shaped arrows. That's good.
Arrow-shaped arrows.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Mad. That's pretty insane.
But maybe infused with a certain kind of magic.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, wicked.
Do you want to make a little? Let's see. Do you use tools for this one? Don't you? Is it Tinker's tools?
I do. It is.
Yeah, woodcarver's tool. You know what? Make a little
Woodcarver's
woodcarver's
tools.
tools check. So that will be a d20 plus your proficiency and dexterity.
Oh bloody hell! So it's
So it's a d20 plus 5.
what fuck is the command? Oh, D.
Exclamation mark R.
Exclamation
Yes,
mark.
One
I think-
d20 plus 5.
I think hard
Really?
off.
19.
19. You are making some really beautiful arrows. You've done this plenty of times before. What sort of are you wanting to use one of your like features to put some magic into it? Is that the magical tinkering or?
Yeah, a bit of magical tinkering.
Yeah, you make some beautiful arrows. You can make, I'll say, you make like 5 arrows, and you can use your magical tinkering. So what is it that you want to imbue in these arrows?
So these are walloping ammunition.
Ooh.
So when they hit a creature, they have to, in addition to damage, they have to make a DC strength save, or they fall prone.
Oh, lovely. Is this the infuse item that you've done?
It is.
Oh, right. Okay. Cool stuff. Yeah, you can add. You can touch up to 2 non-magical items. Okay, so you've made 5 arrows. 2 of those have the walloping in them. So you can mark that down on your inventory list that you've got those. And yeah, you're just making some really fucking beautiful arrows. They're like very, very straight somehow. They're like, because you've been whittling them, but you've made them really straight. And they have just come out really nicely. Is there anything else you want to be doing?
I reckon that is about it.
Nice. Bert, is there anything that you want to do while you're up?
Not really. Just
Wicked.
ruminate.
Who's taking second watch?
I'll take
Oh,
second
actually,
watch.
sorry, I forgot. I have weapon bond at level 3.
Yeah.
I'm making sure I'm bonded to my greatsword during this
Okay.
rest.
Has it got anything on there that's like specifying how you would do that?
Kissing.
Yeah,
Now.
I just whisper sweet nothings. I'll find it. Someone else go. I'll read the thing in the book and see what it says.
Cool.
Just kiss your weapon. Be a man.
Give it a smooch.
Be a man.
Yeah.
Kiss your weapon.
Be a man. Kiss your weapon.
Be a man.
No, someone else.
Yeah,
someone else.
I'll take second watch.
Nice.
I don't really sleep anyway, so
You during the second watch. Is there anyone else staying up with you, or is it just gonna be
Gabba will as well. Gabba loves Goth.
okay, Gabba and Goff?
poor off.
Yeah, you all you stay up for a little while. You have time to chat as well. It's getting towards the middle of the night. You're starting to hear a couple of owls nearby just hooting and tooting their way. Is there anything else you want to chat about?
Yeah, I want to ask Gabba what he knows about necrotic magic, or just talk over the subject with him, see if he has any insights, given that he is a walking icon of nerdling.
Yeah, he knows a lot about necrosis, but nothing about magic.
Ah, okay. I write some stuff down. Just mainly what to ask Gabba when we see gruesome necrotic things that could be related.
In turn, would try to grill Goth about his gruesome past.
Again, I say similar white lies that I said to Castor. Just talk to him about. Oh yes, just my little accident and nothing to do with my tales. Nothing to do with my magical awakening or the deep.
I think Gabba would fully believe you. You seem like a cool guy.
Wicked. Do you guys want to do a perception check for me?
Sure.
3. I perceive nothing.
24.
Fucking
I see a
hell.
lot.
Okay.
Right. Jeff, you are so focused on your notebook and things that you're writing down, you keep rereading everything, so you don't see shit. Gabby, you see a sort of mound of earth and moss that catches your attention because it seems to be lifting and it's moving with a certain rhythm. Almost looks alive. It's a big mound as well of just like moss and earth and grass. It's maybe like 8 foot long, pretty wide. But it's got this rhythm to it as it sort of breathes in a way. No, it's not only one. There's a couple more around as well.
Goth.
Yeah.
You got a bit of dark vision there, geezer.
Yes, I've got 60 feet of it, I believe.
Wow. Same. What the fuck is that? I'll happily point at the mounds.
What the fuck is that?
Why don't you go give it a poke?
I'm not so sure about giving it a poke.
What's your AC?
Well,
If you were to
it's-
give me a number between 1 and 20 of how well you could dodge a hit, what would that be?
With a frontliner or a...
Well, to be honest, I like blasting things from 240 feet away, so...
Why don't you blast one? See what happens.
Well, they haven't attacked us yet, have they, Gabba? I'm
Yeah,
not
but it's a
really
bit
sure I want
suspicious,
to
isn't
be...
it? They've not said hello
don't-
either.
I don't want to start shit.
But have
but
they
I
said
do
hello?
think- Well, no.
You should blast one.
No.
Well, you looks like a frontliner to you. Who looks like a high AC character?
I'm not sure we have any. I suppose probably Bert is the biggest and strongest, really, so I'll give him a nudge. I go wake Bert up. Bert,
Hi.
Bert. Not to alarm you,
Yep.
but both me and Gabba can see in the dark,
Mm.
and we can see some very weird mounds of earth going up and down and moving towards us.
They're
Oh,
not.
boy.
They're just they're
Well,
part of the
moving-
just sort of breathing.
It's
Moles?
a bit odd.
You should go poke one.
They'd have to be pretty big moles.
They look they scary moles.
I'm scared.
I honestly don't know if
Yes,
they even
I'm-
have dark vision.
I'm a bit unsure, to be honest.
Well, why don't we wake up everybody just in case?
Okay.
I can't see shit.
I can't see foot.
Do I have a spell for that?
Oh, the weapon bonding is an hour-long ritual. I can do in a short rest. So let's say,
Yeah, you could have done that during your watch.
yeah, I'll do it with my sword, my great sword.
My great sword.
Yeah.
Great sword. Oh my god.
This is my great sword. It's large.
Yeah.
I'm still inside my hut, just chilling.
Yeah, like I would
Yeah.
go and investigate these mounds, but I can't see shit because it's dark.
We can guide
Are
you.
you one of the few
What?
races that have fucking dark vision?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Probably help.
Game
with
changer.
that. I do
All
have
right.
something in this massive list that gives off light. Hang on. Ah,
Is it a fucking torch? I have a
let
torch.
me let me
I
peruse
do
the
have,
torch. Oh, fucking light your torch then, bitch! What the fuck?
All of you-
You need to
All of
light.
you, I assume, took like a pack at the beginning of your like equipment, like a Dungeoneer's pack, which you have a tinderbox with.
Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah, I
have
do.
torch.
I've got a torch.
Also,
so
I
I should probably just.
I was
I
waiting.
have got primeval awareness.
I was waiting for a more elegant solution, but I guess I'll light a torch.
I can make a coin that sheds a 5-foot radius of very dim light. Will that help you?
Yeah.
I think we'll be all right.
That would be
Basically,
great.
you've made a lighter.
Yeah. Little nightlight, just in case you get spooked.
Yeah, it's one of those little like
Before we
LED
give one
candles.
to Jeff, he seems to
Yeah.
have bad dreams.
It's like those bright green glow sticks that they use in Mission Impossible. Just like
Hmm.
toss it into the distance.
Jeff wouldn't say no to a nightlight, to be honest.
Oh.
But yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I light a torch and lead the way over to or try and get people to go over to the mount with me.
Right,
I'll hide behind
yeah,
it.
I'll wander over.
Yeah. I guess I've been roused by the commotion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Devil will go and wake everybody up, like very close in their personal space.
Oh, Jesus.
You have to knock on
think-
my door, bro. There's a hut in your way.
Being within 10
I'll
feet
open
of
the
me
door.
would have woken me up, so yeah.
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 My hand over someone's mouth. Wake up quietly, you know.
With the quiet
I
vomit.
take quiet.
That's your morning alarm. You just sick up a little bit. You're like, oh, camera's up.
I take my the non-pointy end of my spear and gently poke one of the mounds.
You hear this grumbling, like a growl coming out of it, and it sort of shifts. And you see it sort of begin to move and sit up. And in the mound, you see shoulder blades pop out and big, big arms. And it peels its head from the ground, and the moss around it sort of like breaks away. And this huge, grassy, hairy, bear dog type creature peels itself up from the earth and turns its head towards you very slowly, growling and staring at you. And we will enter combat next time we play D&D.
Alright.
Oh,
Hell yeah, brother.
You've woken up a big fucking Groff, my
What a
boy. Look at this
cliffhanger.
bad boy.
Is it Man Bear Pig?
No, it's Groff.
Groff. Nice
Oh, I
to
know
meet
that
you.
guy.
Gruff.
Yeah, no, Gruff is great.
Can Gruff breathe water?
Groff breathe water. I don't know. Let me have a little look. You can't breathe water,
Oh,
but it can hold its breath for up to an hour.
that's not the same.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
We're
forgot.
gonna start some combat with that bad boy next time we play, but it's getting. We've been playing for a little amount of time, so I think it's good.
I forgot that I have a javelin. I probably should have bonded to that so I can throw it and teleport it back to my hand. But I can bond two
Oops, too
weapons.
late.
That's fine. No, I can do it again some other time. Then, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
I
there
got
you go.
a big sword.
That is our first session of my campaign. Welcome on in.
Fucking great.
I got excited.
Yeah.
I wrote a
It
hell
was
of a
all
lot of
good.
notes, which is a good sign because I normally don't
Oh,
write
hell
shit.
yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
I can't read
Oh,
my own
fuck.
writing, so the notes aren't useful. But I don't know. It's just my memory process.
I mean, you've recorded it as well, right?
Yes.
There you go. So you've got that for future
I
reference.
remember. Yeah, writing is a memory aid. Recording even better. That was
Oh,
great.
yeah, there you go.
I enjoyed that.
Oh,
very
that's
much.
great.
I enjoyed
Good.
that
I'm
immensely.
glad you enjoyed it. Good.
Yeah.
I always get nervous for the first session because I don't know how people are going to react to how I DM. So I'm glad you liked
I don't know
it.
how people are going
I
to
like
react
it.
to us figuring out our characters. Rainan
Oh, it's
is
all good.
amazing. I wrote Rainan best NPC like that.
Oh, the doctor.
Yeah.
I like to laugh.
I'll be completely honest. I could listen to you just do voices for hours.
Oh, hell yeah. That's the one thing I like best about D&D. I like doing voices.
You do very well at them.
I really liked your guard apprentice.
Yeah, the 19-year-old.
Oh, the little
vibe,
19-year-old. Listen, here, I don't know much about much. He's just a nervous kid. He don't know what he's doing. He's on a fucking... He's on... Yeah, he's doing an apprenticeship, man. He's not getting paid.
Yeah, only 450 silver an hour is bullshit.
He is clearly BBEG.
Yeah, he's the bad dude.
Yeah,
He's the
We
one
should go
that...
back and kill him straight away.
Listen, he might be a 19-year-old with a little West Country accent. He's invented the newt.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Oh no. Little Timmy commits war crimes. No.
Yeah.
Timmy, no! Yeah, I'm glad you liked it.
He's a good lad.
It was very good.
I also really like having another warlock in my campaigns. I love doing warlock patron interactions. I love them.
Oh, was that what was going on there? Okay.
That was really fun. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of those.
More of that.
I like that.
Oh, I'm down. Yeah, I'm down.
It was mysterious.
I was at first a bit like, oh, and then I got the vibe. It's good.
Hell yeah.
What's dying?
Yep, been happening for a while.
Right. Good shit. Thanks, April.
That's all right, man. Thanks for
Yeah,
turning
that
up
was
and
awesome.
being players.
Yeah.
And thanks for asking me to do it, because I like D&D. I'm always down for doing it.
Yeah. Can't wait to wait. Who's in next? Is it Tom? Tom next week?
It's
Jim next week.
Jim.
Jim.
It's Tom for a little bit. I'm taking a break.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's me.
You have some life to go on with. That's fair.
I do. I like to think so. I proposed to my girlfriend today, which was.
Hey.
She already knew I wanted to marry her, considering I had to already do everything for the visa, but
Yeah,
it was still
that
nice.
is lovely.
What'd she say?
Hell yeah.
Listen,
He's here playing D&D for a reason, man.
Yeah, I gotta go.
She's gone.
She's at the
I gotta
airport. Yeah.
It would have been way more awkward if you said no. So.
Well, good.
Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna head off and have some light gaming before bedtime.
Hell yeah.
Good
Enjoy your light
everything.
gaming.
Oh, good.
Bye.
Thank you for coming.